right, stop. I forgot to add in the Kevin bumper. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work. And I time that every night, you mullets. It's not just automatic, okay? It doesn't happen just like bada bing, bada boom. I actually have to hit that at the exact time that I guessed it the first time and nailed it.
This is Kevin A. Kierstead from Truth on Tap. It's K-Tap, and you are listening.
Stop. I'm screwing this whole thing up. I went over to this chat room, and I started chatting with Dennis, and I thought, I forgot it again. Take 3. Places, everybody.
This is Kevin A. Kierstead from Truth on Tap. It's K-Tap, and you are listening to Debbie Daly on The Debbie Daly Show.
All right, shut up, boys. Hush. Lunatic Fringe, I know you're out there. We all know that you're out there. If you're on the Lunatic Fringe, you're one sandwich shy of a picnic. Eh? You are 1 beer shy of a 6-pack. You are not the brightest bulb in the box. You are, well, never mind. I have a surprise tonight. Guess who's going to be on the show with me? And I don't like to talk too much about crime families, or some of you call them the mafia, some of you call them the mob. But suffice it to say that somebody that we all know and love has, well, he's been moved up in position. Yes, Steve Rush has been blessed with Godfather of the Chicago unit. I don't know if he wants me to tell you that or not, but Steve had to go home to Chicago to take care of, well, I guess you could say family business. Now, before I bring our little Steve on, our big Steve on, I want to play one of the funniest bits that him and I ever did, which is called Daily Rush number 3. I have no idea. And I'll set this up for you, 2 people that have not heard the story. We were on the show one night, and I got a desktop notification that I had a message, an urgent message on my Gmail account. So I said, okay, fine, I'll go over there. And Gmail says, warning, warning, warning. You know, it was so scary that I was just like, I was like, I'm sorry, but I've got to go see what this says. So we're sitting there talking about something, and we hear, something's happened. So we run over there, and it says, you have your account. Somebody has tried to get to your account at the following IP address. And I tell Steve, oh, that's no problem. Sonny told me how to find out who's behind an IP. So I look up the IP address, and it says that it's from San Jose, California. Well, at the time, Steve and I were making fun of, well, we weren't making fun of, we were just being Spanish people. We were talking like, I don't know about you right now, going to do that. And it just so happens that once we find out that this IP address is in San Jose, it goes a little bit of something like this. It was really stupid. This is from the show that we did in 2014. It's really stupid, but it's funny.
This is Kevin A. Kierstead.
You know, there's something wrong with me. Well, we all know that. Sorry, Kev. All right, already. Shut up. I'm trying to do 5 things at once. Y'all try to do this. See right here where it says, you look for this IP addresses. And it says, Jose John, California's.
I see that.
Right by the Guadalupe Freeway.
Guadalupe Freeway is brought to you by the people who build the roads that are very good with a lot of government cheese given out on each expressway entrance or exit.
Jose, what, Cisco? We've got road to build in San Jose. CC. It's right by Guadalupe Freeway. Get out the ukulele, sing a song for the mama. Okay, Jose. Okay, Cisco. Mama, I'm building the roads in America. I want to come home and eat tamales on your porch. And when I'm coming home, please tell Maria that tomorrow night the bass are going to scorch just like Geddy Lee slapping that bass. That's right. Brought to you by those good people at the Debbie Daily Network.
That's right. That song, by the way, is downloadable on iTunes. If you go right now, you can get a copy of it.
Yeah, it's called When I'm...
GuadalupeExpressway.com.
What about the Guadalupe Blues?
Ooh, we should write a song right now. We should do that. We should be creative.
Let me get the slapping that bass back up here. All right, ready? I got the Guadalupe Blues. I'm on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta build a road. Either that or I'm gonna go back home to Mexico. Eat tamales on the front porch with my mama. Tell Maria I'm coming home soon. Take it to Steve.
I want to run away, but I don't have a place to go.
Singing this song.
Everybody wants me, but I don't know.
That's so beautiful.
So I'm going to buy a camel. I'm going to run away.
Oh, Stevie's so good.
I'm going to go on this show called Debbie Daily.
That's very pretty.
Shut up.
Hello, Steve. Are you there? Hello, Steve. Are you there? Hello. I love you. Won't you tell me your name? What? I answered. There's something wrong with me. Hello?
This is Guido. Stab him and crab him. What's up?
Stab him and grab him. Well, I understand that Steve has had or was forced to move the unit back to Chicago. Is that right?
Get some people in place. We don't like to talk about it. You know, sometimes too many words gets people further in the dirt than they want to be.
Well, you know, there's how much further can you get in the dirt?
6 feet. It's about the limit, Chicago style. Ugh.
Well, it's just me.
I've got to do this first. I've been missing this so bad.
Ooh,
I just had to do a rush thrust. I'm good.
A rush thrust. I forgot about that. I forgot what a rush thrust was. It's been so long.
Well, you know, I was on a show. I just looked. I was on a show on the 12th, and then I did all my move and all other stuff. So it hasn't been that long.
They've been whining and crying since you've been gone. So I decided.
Since you've been gone.
Yeah, I know. Since you're gone.
How are you?
I'm okay. I don't know if I'm doing all that great. I haven't been feeling all that great physically, and I think it has something to do with that surgery I had. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, you look fantastic.
Well, that's all that matters.
But I look good on the air too. I look great on the air. It's just the in-person thing that when people see me, they're like, "Oh, come on, what a disappointment." You know what I mean? Like, there's like, "God, you sound like a nice guy," but and then they meet me and they're like, "Damn,
And
that
kill
dude."
'em. Yeah, you have to kill 'em.
Why am I trolling myself? That's not smart.
So, are you all moved? Is that what we're to believe
Yeah.
here? Wow. And Eric was just tripping out last night on why anybody would leave Colorado for Chicago.
Well, you got to remember, I was born and raised here. Got my entire family here, my kids, my grandchildren. So for me, it's fiscally responsible. Like, I have to go on my tour every year. Boom, Colorado's always on it, but it usually lasts a little bit longer there. So, and it is a miraculous place to be. It's so beautiful.
It's home.
Yeah, absolutely. But more important, just the beauty of it and the aesthetics. I love it, man. So it's a place I always want to be. And when I'm there, I don't waste a second. Like, I get up 4 a.m. and I'm gone all day, out in the mountains every chance I can.
Yeah.
So
Colorado's pretty, but I mean, I guess if we're really into, marijuana, I would want to stay there all the time or something. I don't know. I've been there. I've been almost everywhere in Colorado.
Oh, I've been everywhere, man.
God, did I just say that? I
You
said
just
that.
did.
I fucking said it. I don't believe it.
It's better than the other thing he could have said.
I've been to Breckenridge. I've been to Keystone. Of course, I've been all through Denver, through the airport 1,000 times. I've skied Steamboat.
Steamboat's nice. I love Steamboat Springs. I love it.
I've skied Vail. I've skied Aspen. And we went skiing every year for like 11 years running. Just boom, 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 boom. Me and Debbie and the other Debbie.
Yeah.
Debbie number 2.
Debbie 2.
Debbie number 2.
Zipper number 2. Come on down. You're next contestant.
Absolutely.
So, no, I don't know where the best place is to live in this country, but that's got to be on the list. You know what I mean? Maybe San Diego would make that list.
I've been there, and I swore I was going to live there one day when I went there. I thought San Diego was one of the most beautiful places in the world with the most gorgeous weather.
I was just going to say weather is that's the reason. It's insanely beautiful.
I remember we went to, what's the place over the border? Tijuana. Got drunk.
For what? You picking up some stuff, for some people?
No, we just wanted to go see Tijuana, and it was crazy. They had these Mexicans that they were like banditos, and they had shots of tequila bullets across their chest. Instead of bullets, it was shot glasses. And
right.
they would pour they wouldn't give you a shot glass. They would pour the tequila down your throat, and they would take a rag and shake your head. No, I swear to God.
Sounds like a form of torture.
They would put a rag over your mouth and they would put a little bit of margarita mix and a little bit of tequila. Then they would shake your head, and it was called a bartender's margarita.
So if that's not waterboarding, what is? So that's alcohol boarding.
I was so drunk that all the way home I kept going, last night Vic was a pendejo. And he was so pissed off at me. It was so funny.
Is my mic too loud?
No,
Shall I turn it down?
No, you sound great.
All right. I'm not on my phone. I'm at home. And I was going to go through the interface. I'm like, I'm not going to even mess with that. We're going to go with the headphone and
you
see how
sound
this
great
works.
compared to Eric. Eric sounds like I'm talking to Mars.
Why? Because he's so spacey? Hey, now.
They call him Airlick.
Eric's a good guy. I like that dude.
I do too. I like Eric.
Interesting.
I had Eric and Sonny on the show last night. It's just such a variety show. You never know who you're going to have. It's just like, or if you're going to even be on the air. It's just so weird. It's just like a complete surprise.
There you go.
And I was so glad to have you. I had played an old show that I had you on last night, and I thought, wow, He's so good with me on this show. You know, you really are.
Thank you. I have a lot of fun. It's always enjoyable. There are times when it's not, but for the majority, it's always been cool.
Yes, there's
You
been
know?
a lot of times. It's been fun. But I've just got to get to feeling better physically. I don't know what, I mean, I'm not eating bad. I'm not depressed. I'm not fighting with anybody in real life. I just honestly, but you know what? I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is.
Well, I don't know where to go from there.
Okay, remember. This is how honest I am. Remember about 3 years ago or 4 years ago when I finally got off of pain pills.
Right?
Might have
Oh,
been-
you're getting withdrawals.
No, here's what happened. I got off of them 5 years ago. Beat them just like a redheaded stepchild, okay? Go in and have the surgery, and what do you think I leave the hospital with?
Painkillers.
A big, fat, yummy prescription of Vicodin. And I went, oh, man. I thought, well, okay. I right before I get them, I told Heather, I beat them once, I can beat them again. Well,
Right.
it was sort of like sleeping with a guy that you were in love with and then he just leaves or something. You know what I mean? And I thought, oh my God, I forgot how freaking good those things feel. There is something, and I've told you this 1,000 times, there is something in hydrocodone that just makes me perfect. Perfect.
It is loved by more people in the world than any other drug.
I can't explain it. I've even said and told my doctor before, I said, I can be like I am right now, which I'm fine. If you wanted to do anything, I could do it. But you give me one of those little yellow footballs, those little Norcos, and I don't get hyper. I don't get weird. I just get perfect.
Yeah. See, weed does that for me.
Should I smoke
That-
some
and-
weed?
Sure, for me, please. I'll get a contact high.
What do
but
you
no,
mean?
like
You're not
the-
smoking weed
pink-
anymore?
Mm-mm.
Why?
No, it's just because you know what it is. It's like the drinking. Yeah, it was a vice, and I didn't like it.
thought
So
you
I stopped
liked
that,
it.
and and then I stopped smoking too. I'm 50. I'm just trying to slow that shit down.
But I
don't
thought
wanna
you
do it
liked
anymore.
it. I really did.
I'm sure there'll be a time when I go back. Like if I went over to my kid's house and like we'd fire up something. I mean, I wouldn't say
would
no.
kid. Well, this is for you, Steve.
Hey. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is the sound of I'm going to feel really good in a few seconds.
Really?
You're not.
Uh-oh. Who's knocking? Come in, my love of my life.
Hey, did something happen with the AC?
No, why?
It won't turn on.
What do you mean it won't turn on?
The AC won't turn on.
Did you go down?
Yeah, I know to do that. Okay.
I don't know, precious.
Okay.
All right. Oopsie. Stephen was saying, did you hear what he said?
Yeah, every
Something-
word of it. I got my headset on really, really good, strong
Something
set,
wrong with
so I
the
can
AC.
hear
He
everything.
probably smelled the weed when he walked in my room.
That's true. I forgot
Oh my
about that.
gosh, that's funny.
Oh, like he doesn't know by now.
Well, I
Come
know,
on.
but he hasn't smoked it for a year. He quit a long time ago, but he's okay. Stephen loves me.
Steven's awesome. He's a good kid.
I'm his mommy. Is this Friday night?
No, Thursday, I believe,
Thursday night?
somewhere.
Why do I keep thinking it's Friday night? I must be insane or something.
Absolutely. You are absolutely insane.
Yeah, we all know.
You know,
that.
I've been listening to you. You are having your own little jokes and jabs in between stuff that even last night, into last night's show, I listened to some of it, and I'm like, I'm ready to get up and like slap people in the face. Like, did you just hear what you just said? No, talked right fucking over.
No, they never laugh and they never hear what I say. They
And
never.
it was funny. I'm
I
like,
know.
how am I laughing? And you're right next door and you're not laughing.
And
Come
they just whammy bammy all over me, and I hate all their guts. They're mean. They are mean. No, I'm joking.
It's
I don't know. I just wonder if it was, I don't understand what. Okay, what do you mean by that? Give me some sort of an example here. I don't get it. Did you hear me owning Kurt?
I didn't hear the whole show, so
No, not the whole show, but the part where I was owning Curtis.
no.
Curtis
didn't
and I
catch
have
that.
been a little crooked lately because Curtis is doing this and I'm doing that. And it's just, I don't know. He knows I love him to death, but just like a brother from another mother, he's really rocking my world right now. He is, how can I put this? He is holding himself to a higher standard than anybody else in the world. I just know. Let's see. And I'm just all over his ass about it. And when I heard his show that he did, I was like, oh my God, it was even worse. I don't understand.
On Discord or out here?
No,
right?
no. Nothing's on Discord. The boys of
All
Sub
right.
Block 7 are fine. They're over there doing their thing, and I'm doing my thing. But I'm just saying, Curtis is just like, well, you know, everybody that loves Trump is trailer trash, and they're Nazis, and every time he throws one of those stones, it raises him up just a little bit higher and a little bit higher and a little bit higher, and you know, damn this and all this, and I'm just like, dude, you got to stop doing that because I'm looking out for you. You know, that's really not good. So I was just all over him about it the other night when he was saying, and then he tried to tell me that Noah was he was a lush in the Bible, and I had to set him straight on that.
I did hear that part.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
did hear that part. Right on.
I was
Yeah.
like, nowhere in the Bible does it say that Noah was a lush, was a drunk. Oh, it took him 325 years to build the ark. No, it didn't. I was being so.
Oh.
But, you know, I think that there's certain people. Tell me if I think in your real life, like maybe you have an ex-mother-in-law, maybe a mother, maybe a grandmother.
Several ex-mother.
I bet they loved you. Listen to me.
They did actually. We got along
Somebody,
very well.
maybe it's a man that is just somewhere along the line, they became above reproach. Just, you don't piss them off. You just, well, no, we just don't tell mom that she's wrong. Just, you know, smile and nod, go along with it. I've never bought into that with people.
It's not a good thing to do. I do it. You know that I do it. In fact, you said you don't always have to be a nice guy. And
Right.
I'm guilty of it in this forum. But if anything in my personal life is affected or touched, man, I'm a fucking tiger. I'm a completely different person.
I think you're missing my point. Okay, let me give you an example.
Okay, go ahead.
Victor's mom. She's a tyrant. Everybody knows she's a tyrant. And you don't piss her off. You walk around on eggshells. Because if you do, it's like, shh. And I was never like that when I was over there. I was like, wait a minute. No, she's wrong. They go, shh, Debbie, don't. It's mom. I said, just smile and go along with mom. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that anybody is without, is
Without sin, you could say, right?
well, not so much without sin, but just unapproachable, held to their own freaking. I mean, especially, and it's usually people. And I'm not talking so much about Curtis. It's usually people that are the most judgmental that are like that. You know what I mean?
I've seen it. I've seen it myself.
I don't feel that light bulb with you yet. Let me keep on pushing here. Okay.
Well, you're saying somebody that preaches all the time about, let's give a shorter example. Somebody that preaches about, listen, don't drink and drive, don't drink and drive, don't drink and drive. Then they get behind the wheel and they drive their car.
Well, no. It's somebody that is wrong about something, but you do not call them out. You kiss their ass constantly. You never disagree with them because you don't want to piss them off. Because if you do, they'll get matty watty, and so you don't piss them off. You don't charge them up. You don't say they're wrong about something. Well, I
tiptoe around them.
You tiptoe around them. And I believe that there are certain people. For example, I have a friend that's got a boyfriend, and she cannot get mad at him for anything because if she gets mad at him, he'll get mad at her for getting mad at him.
Okay, so she's paying the price twice.
And gimme. I want him so bad I can taste him. Because I think that people like that hold people hostage in life to a very hard degree. And they're like, don't make me mad. And so they just walk around their entire life with this little crown on their heads thinking they can't be made mad because I'm special. Don't piss me off. You better agree with everything I say.
That would be like living in prison. That would suck.
Maybe they're not as common in Chicago, or maybe y'all just take care of business.
We just, you know what it is out here? We don't like it. We're just going to shoot you in the face. That's it. It's over.
It is the murder capital of the world, isn't it?
If it isn't after the way things have been going the last couple months, it certainly will. This year, we're going to break the record of the most murders in the year. Oh,
Bloviate.
fucking-
Who is Ron? Debbie, I rarely
I
post
don't
videos
live in
there.
Chicago, but I go into Chicago all the time. But I don't go into the areas where these problems exist. We had a 71-year-old guy going to work today.
Hold on. We got some people in the chat room I
And-
need to address. Just hold on just a second. Hold on to that thought.
Sure.
Who is Ron? Says, fuck,
I don't.
fuckos. And then he says, when Cheerios give up. And then he says, quit smoking weed but still breathing diesel trucks. Debbie, I rarely post videos here. Who is that?
I don't know. Wendy O. Williams just posted Wendy O. Williams in the chat room. I remember she was nuts, man. Wendy O.
Who?
Williams.
Where are you at?
Ron, the gentleman that you're talking about right now, just posted a video.
This is it's of Wendy O. Williams. Is that what you said? The big fat girl?
Yeah. No, she's not fat.
Wait a minute, Debbie, the
No,
Ron
this is
you
Wendy
love.
Williams. This is
The Ron you love. The Ron you love. Birchler? Ron.
we may have a winner. Hold
No
on.
way.
Ron, confirm it.
No way. What's your last name? Williams. Ron Williams. Wendy O. Williams. I don't know. I'm not getting a thing here. I know it's not Ronald. Is it Ronald? Crazy Ronald? Hi, Stabby
Hold on.
Angel. Stabby says, this is boring. Oh, it's Ron. Stabby.
Fuck you.
This is boring. Well, stop
I was just
playing
gonna-
your games for 5 minutes and just sit back and do something else, doo-doo face. Ron, why do you not have a avatar, sweetie?
They're expensive. They went up in price. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Changing
See,
mine
it's
right
my
now.
it's my energy. My energy is just like not there, and so I need to pick it up. But you know me, I can turn it around. Should I open up?
You know me. Let's go. Let's do this.
I am going to open up the chat room that's called Jerry's Kids. If anybody wants to call in and talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're in Jerry's Kids, but I never get the green door anymore.
We're in Jerry's Kids. That sounds like the worst thing you could ever say.
It's the Discord chat room. Things have changed
Ah.
since you've been gone, Mr. Rush.
I know about some stuff.
Why does it say no route? What does ICE checking mean? ICE checking. That is dumb. Let me try it again. And then we'll do. I don't know. It just, there I am. It shows me green. Can somebody jump over there? Stabby, can you jump over there and see if you can hear me in Discord? Or if not, don't.
Stabby, go over there while you're bored.
Yeah, since you're so bored, Stabby. You mean thing.
Give your legs a workout.
Why does it keep saying it's going? I don't know. I don't know what it's
I've never
doing.
been to Discord. I don't even know what it is. I haven't had time to figure out what it is.
It's pretty fun as long as you can stay away from one certain person. I guess you could say that's kind of mean over there, but it's keeps
All right.
saying connecting. Why is it doing that? Stabby, can you hear me?
Stabby, answer
Well,
now. To the
don't-
face.
I don't hear him. Muting a channel prevents unread indicators and notifications from appearing unless you are mentioned. Well, anyway. It keeps going.
I could hear that.
I know. It's
Yeah.
weird. I didn't hear anything Stabby said.
I didn't break it.
I know he's not muted. What does that mean? What is that diddle-ump?
I don't know. It ain't on my end. No. I could hear it though. Are you opening and closing anything?
He says nothing is muted. I don't know. I'm just sitting here not doing anything. I just seeing what's going on over there, and it shows me to be. It just keeps doing that noise for some reason. Could it be because I'm behind a VPN now, Stabby? My IP changed. Maybe I'll back out and come back in. Let me do that. I hope I can remember how to get back in, though. Excuse me. I'm going to get out and then come back in.
Just back out quiet.
Stabby, can you say something? Why is it doing that? God, I hate that noise. Okay, I'm going to back out.
That's annoying.
It's annoying as fuck. Hold on, I'm going to back out and go back in. Let's see. So where are you staying or whatever over there? Do you have your own place? or?
Well, yeah, but I don't tell you that. I mean, I won't tell you that on the air.
Try this. Jerry's Kids.
Jibber's Kids.
Edit channel. I don't know. It's weird. For some reason, I've been having trouble getting heard over there in their room, but it just says ICE checking, ICE checking. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I don't
Hey, Stabby, you want to come to the rescue here and answer some questions, sir?
It's driving me crazy,
Sing.
though.
You're bored. You got all kinds of time.
Yeah, if he's that bored. No, everything's fine with me. All my settings are perfect. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm going to go and see if I can be heard in my room. Hold on. Let me see if I can go into my voice chat. Stabby?
Wow, that's so far behind. I just listened to the live playback.
How far behind are we?
The Guadalupe Blues song is just playing.
Oh, no. That means you haven't reset the page.
Okay, I knew that.
Yeah.
Thanks. I was checking with you to see if you were paying attention. I knew that. I'm a genius. Hit now. What is that?
Doink, doink. Oh, there's all kinds of crazy noises
My
going on.
friend Bob Darling.
Hi, Dr. B.
Stop.
I can't stand
Hey.
that noise. Hey, Dr. B, what's going on, buddy?
Nothing much, Debbie Daly. How about you?
Not a damn thing. We got to get something going on around here.
Yeah, nothing's going on, you guys. Hey, how are you, Dr. B?
Hey, how's it going, Steve? How you been, buddy?
I'm good, my friend. Good, my friend. Good to hear
I got to
you.
stop that
Always.
noise. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to have to back out of that thing. Stabby won't
Back
say
out.
anything.
Nice.
Fudge. Dr. B became a man while you were gone in certain sense of the word.
Wait. I want to know. I missed that. How
If you'll tell him what
Oh,
happened.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be glad to tell him. It's my confrontation with Wild Goose, one of the professional trolls out there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty bloody. It was a bloody battle. But Dr. B stood his ground. He came out standing. He was still standing up when it was over with. He was bloody, but he was standing.
Yeah, God, that's a goose I don't ever want to tangle with.
Most people don't. And as you can see, there's been no blowback from it. There's nothing that's happened. Have you been swatted? No. Have you?
Nope.
You're not going to be either, Angel. He threatened to blow up his house. It was horrible. It was horrible.
It doesn't
Everybody's
seem
going,
all that bad.
Debbie, I can't believe you're allowing this to happen. I said, you're damn right I'm allowing this to happen because Dr. B needs to become, this is this rite of passage.
Rite of passage.
It was him becoming a man that night, getting your ass kicked by I was telling us, Goose is one of the hardest trolls, I think, around.
I think so too. Well, in my experience, it was him and Pim Pat, for me personally.
But
And,
verbally, I don't think he can be beat, Goose.
No, his mind is too fast. He could think about something in a millisecond. No matter what you say, he's got a response to it. And I'm usually pretty quick like that too, but not in his way. He's got to bend on things. Like you say something, he's like, "Yeah, but what about?" And you're like, "Oh fuck, that just kind of took my shit off the rails." You know what I mean? But it's logical when you think about what he says. It's usually pretty logical. And Dr. B, you do the same thing. You don't speak just to hear yourself talk, like me. So no, he's somebody I don't f with. It's just not, to me. It's not worth fucking with him just because I'm not gonna win. It's not. I'm man enough to say, listen, I won't beat that guy verbally.
Yeah.
So.
I don't blame you, man. Not a lot of people can go against him. A few of us, like myself, can do that.
All right, brother. Look at him. Speak it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if anybody's tough enough to take on Goose, well, like Debbie Daly said, that rite of passage will be fulfilled.
See, I thought you got laid or something when you became a man. I'm like expecting like this great story about how you nailed 4 strippers or something. I wasn't expecting it was an argument on Skype. I was hoping it was something more, where you got more reward out of it.
Well, honestly, I'm still a virgin,
I know that. That's why I remember you saying that before. That's why I said I was hoping, got
Yeah.
yourself.
I am
So,
too. I am too.
Well, yeah. Immaculate. Well,
You know, some of the Native Americans believe that when the young boys become a certain age, they fight. They have a fight with them. They fight them to. Don't they? I mean, isn't that
that was my whole life. That's what you did where I grew up.
look at China Blue's picture in the chat room. We're a fucked up bunch of people. You know something? We really are. We're really a bunch of sickos. We're one big family, but we're really a bunch of sickos. What Patrice O'Neill wanted you to know from Barco's intervention. Oh, baby, this is so long.
That's what she said.
I believe in Bilderbergs. I believe in the Bohemian Grove. I believe it all. I've run into so many people who are willing to kill other people or kill themselves, really. They don't even know they're killing themselves on behalf of the Illuminati, the CFR, these people.
Ah, love you. That is 36. It's 38 minutes long. Can't do that. I'd be no. Who is Patrice O'Neill? Is he like a social justice personality, famous person or something? Did you know that when Tommy Sotomayor, you know who Tommy Sotomayor is, don't you, Dr. B and Steve?
What's it again?
What's it
I
again?
said
I do. I heard the name. I off the top of my head.
Tommy
No.
Sotomayor. It looks like Sotomayor. He's huge.
Oh,
Huge on Blog Talk Radio, and enormous on Blog Talk Radio.
I've heard of Sonia Sotomayor, but not this Sotomayor.
You know
Sorry.
another Sotomayor?
Yeah, one of those
That's a rare-
justices of the Supreme Court by Obama.
He's exactly right. That's where I remember that name.
What?
A Senate. It's a Senate seat. He holds a Senate seat.
Welcome to the call, Charlie Brown.
You bet. Patrice O'Neill was a comedian. He died of diabetes complications about 2 years ago, I think. He was in my opinion, he was one of the greatest comedians to ever live.
Really?
Wow.
Better than Bill Burr?
He's right up there. In fact, yeah, he was as good as Bill Burr. In fact, if you look up Patrice O'Neill, one time I told you that I thought at one point in time I thought Mr. Solution's voice sounded a lot like Patrice's voice. Mm-hmm. But Patrice was a great comedian, and I think he was just a wonderful person. He was a regular on Opie and Anthony. He and Jimmy Norton were great friends. He was just a wonderful guy, and he died in his 40s of diabetes-related issues.
Wow,
I wonder if I've ever heard of him, because I used to listen to Opie and Anthony.
He was a big guy. He's a black guy, and he's a big guy. The guy was just fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was he part of the Opie and Anthony crew?
Well, they had him on all the time because look, he was as big as they were. So Patrice was if you mentioned his name in any kind of circles that had comedians in it, and everybody knew Patrice O'Neill. He was just a great guy.
It's a shame. And how long he passed away a while back, or
It's been like 2 years ago, I think. I don't really remember. It's either 2 or 3 years ago, but it was a shocker when he died. Nobody expected that.
yeah.
Hello.
This is Patrice. I'm in heaven.
What's up? What's up? Yo, yo, yo.
Go, dog.
No shit.
What up?
Alright, shut the fuck up and let me talk, you fucking idiot.
Feel the love.
Yeah, I've been doing my gig up here in heaven.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't
I heard God was one of your fans, so hey, that's great.
Oh, I love the fuck out of God. He's bad.
I know you do.
Debbie can't reach this other computer. Son of a bitch.
I love her fails are funnier than the voice.
You're a fail.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. I can't be funny anymore up here in heaven. You know what I'm saying? God's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. You got to kind of keep it clean. I get that. Yeah.
But I'll tell you something. Guess who's not up here?
Who?
I haven't seen Robin Williams anywhere.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. I've seen Lenny Bruce. He's a badass. Hey, Lenny, I'm over here. Hold on, Debbie, back the sound effect down just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
Alright, here's the thing. I'm in the comedian section over here, and I got, I'm roommating with Lenny Bruce.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
You can adopt his angry eat shit attitude, right?
well, here's what I'm trying to tell you, Sonny and Steve and Dr. Benavides, whatever the fuck.
Okay.
I don't think Robin Williams actually died. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Yeah.
Think about
Wow.
that. I think hold
Well,
on.
maybe Robin took a trip down south.
No, there's no such thing as down south. That was all some.
Oh, okay.
Well, hold on. Can I tell them about the hell thing? Hold on.
I thought I was already in it.
Hold on, I gotta open the door. Gops, Jesus, get your dad. Get your dad. Can I talk
Jesus,
about,
get your dad.
Can I talk about the hell? No, these are people on Earth. I don't know. I just picked up the phone and pushed E. Alright. Anyway, yeah, hell is real, bitches. You better be good or you're gonna burn like a fire.
You're so stupid.
No, I'm not. Hell's real.
Hey, oh, by the way, yeah, since you're up there, would you get in touch with my dad? He should be over in the gangster section.
Hold on
Anyway,
just a second. Hold on.
tell him I can't find his goddamn pocket watch, and I've got this. I know that I have his 18-karat gold 100-year-old pocket watch, and I don't have a clue where that son of a bitch is.
Hold on just a
So
second.
if maybe he can tell me where I can find it at.
Paging Mr. Jones, pick up a white courtesy phone, please. Mr. Jones, white courtesy phone. Get off the line. I'm sorry. Now, no, you're fucking me up here. I'm stoned like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You can still get stoned down here. Hold on, I got him. Pick up!
Hello.
Oh, I'll bet
Sonny.
you guys got some hellacious weed up there. I didn't think about that.
I could imagine.
Fucking
Sonny.
bud's about 40 feet long.
Sonny, this is Papa. How are you, darling?
That's who?
This is Papa.
That's your father.
It's your father.
Oh, hey,
Piece of shit.
what's up, Dad?
You know, on the number 3 on that pocket watch,
Yeah?
look behind it, and if you go to
Yeah.
3:15 and 15 seconds on the 15th day of the 15th month in the 15th year, it'll go boom. It'll blow.
Okay. I thought that ticking noise was a little loud.
Remember when I used to beat the fucking shit out of you, baby? Hold on. No, that's my beer, and that's her. No, that's my beer. Don't you even fucking think about it.
I noticed you said her, so I see nothing's changed.
Oh well, you know I'd always loved Mama. Hold on.
You're up there with Mom. Great.
Oh, yeah.
Have you introduced Mom to any of the other things that you were driving home balls deep?
Sonny, you listen to me. I've got one time I can come back there and I'll beat your fucking ass. You shut the fuck. Hold on. He doesn't want to talk to you, Mama. No, he doesn't. He's fine. Yes, he is. So that's yeah. What were we talking about? Hold on.
It doesn't matter at this point.
Hold on.
We're in heaven.
Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Do what? When? God damn it. Oh, shit. I just said God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Did he hear me? Hold on. Did he hear me?
God knows everything. He hears everything.
I'll have to call you back, everybody. I'll have to call you back. Let go of me, you piece of shit.
What?
Let go. Let go of me.
Wow.
No.
Man.
Let go. I'm not going down. I was trying to talk to my son, Sonny. God damn it. I'm sorry. I said it again. Son, I'll call you back.
Okay, that'll work. See ya.
Hey guys, I went to the restroom.
Hey.
I'm sorry. What were y'all doing while I was gone?
Oh, we just had a little conversation with my dad.
A conversation.
It was awesome.
What are you talking about?
He
A
seems like a
conversation
great
with your
guy.
dad? What the fuck? Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Turn.
Found out he was up there with one of these hides.
Now do I sound like I'm supposed to sound? Because some idiot
Yes.
came in here and fucked with my sound. I hate when he does that.
You sound just right.
So, Dr. B, what are y'all doing? What do y'all want?
That always makes you feel real welcome.
If
What do you guys want?
If I bought a pizza at 11:34 and I set it on the printer and didn't finish it, can I still eat it?
Of course.
You bought it at 11:34 when?
AM or PM?
This morning, yesterday morning. What time is it? What
You know,
day
it's
is it?
cold pizza's great.
Yeah, I'm hungry a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
I might do
Nuke that shit though. Get rid of all the diseases.
I might do that.
Yeah, you can hit the old nuke on it.
So what are y'all? What are y'all doing? What
So,
are you,
well, anyway, what I was going to say is, which I didn't. Hello, Sonny. It is so good to hear you, my friend.
keep
Good to
talking.
hear you,
keep
buddy.
talking. I forgot something across the room. Don't go away. I'll be
All
right
right,
back.
no
Yeah,
problem.
the pizza. She's diving for the pizza.
So where are you at now, bud?
I'm back. Like I told you guys, I said I'm going back to Chi-Town. That's where I'm at.
Oh, I didn't know. I
Yeah.
wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Work was done there. I get to come back here, do some more things. I'll probably be back there for another 3 months. It's a lot of traveling. This touring thing.
So
is
you were
fun.
in Colorado when Eric was in Colorado.
Well, yeah, that's funny because I was on the call when he was traveling through.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that far away from me at all.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I mean, trying to listen to this show. I just haven't had a lot of time lately because rearranging. I've got new computers, I've got new software and stuff, and just finding a room to make it all work right.
Yeah.
So this is just a slap up setup. I just did this, and I didn't want to set it up this way tonight because I should have did it through a laptop. Instead, I did it through my new tower. And
Oh yeah. Okay.
but it sounds amazing, but not to you guys, but just on this end.
No, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'll put a good mic in line, maybe by tomorrow, maybe get some good
There
audio.
you go.
You know, I don't have the pipes like you guys. Some of you guys are born and you sound like you drank gravel and your mom. Yeah, you got that great radio voice, not me. Never had it.
You have a good voice, though. I think you do well with all of your different voices, and I think that's a real talent.
I thank you.
I can only sound like a radio announcer when I really try hard, and other than that, I can't do shit for voices. Well, I can, but still.
Yeah, I get lucky sometimes, and I practice them, and you never know.
Mhm.
You know, you would not believe how many voices that I've attempted that just I didn't like and failed, and I never tried them again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I do that on just about every voice I try, and then I wish I'd never tried it. So there you go.
I bet you think there's somebody out there who say I've never tried to impersonate someone?
I don't know. I know better than to try to impersonate most people, so I just don't do it. See, I listen to lots of people, and people that like people that impersonate other people, like the guys that do it for a living and all of that. I think it's just amazing that they can do that shit.
To change your voice from just talking like this and just saying, "Hey, what's going on?" to, I was wondering if you'd do me a favor. I got to run out to the store and buy myself, some weed.
Yeah, and you know
to
what?
convert
And
your
that
voice
sounds
that quickly.
Yeah, and it sounds that when you do that, it sounds exactly like Travolta.
Well, see, here's what happened with that really, really quick story while she's doing that. Anyway, I was watching Welcome Back, Carter, and I was pretty young.
Hello.
I feel her. I feel the force. She's back.
Son, it's me, Dad. Listen to me.
Go back. Father's back.
Go back to the holler and tell Joey the squirrel that I said 496. Happy cow. I gotta go. Fuck. I'm not on the phone.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
I wish I wrote that down.
496. Happy cow.
It was funny to hear you say that, Sonny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that made me laugh when you said 496 happy cow.
Happy cow.
A lot of people calling from heaven tonight. What is up with that?
I think if we can keep that little portal open, because there's always somebody that wants to talk to somebody from above. I think it's awesome.
Absolutely.
If you can talk to one person that isn't family, who would be the one dead person that isn't family? You can't have that emotional shit. Like, I want to talk to my mom.
I want to talk to Sam Kinison.
Sam Kinison. That's a very, very good one. That would be really interesting.
That's a real good one.
Yeah.
What about you, Debbie? Who would it be? Which celebrity or... Only one. God, that's a lot.
Paul of Tarsus. Paul of Tarsus. I know Jewish producer's going to get in on this action. We're talking to heaven because he's probably got people that are waiting in line to get up.
Christ.
Get up in that bitch. Jewish producer.
Get up in that.
What up? What's going on?
Hey, buddy.
The man that's neither Jewish nor a producer.
Oh, where's Lester at? Let me give Lester a hug.
What's up, buddy? What's up?
Well, fuck you then. I didn't get a hug. Nothing.
Aw, Steve's
Not even
back. Steve's all
Too much for me to give you hugs.
Steve's all back.
Calm your ass down.
Oh, golly.
Jewish producer.
I like JP, man. JP's
Jewish
rock
producer.
star.
Twizzlers. Steve's all back.
Twizzlers. I'm not a rock star, but my cousins are.
See,
I gotta
they
make that
didn't
t-shirt.
hear. They didn't hear the joke, Steve. They didn't get it.
Now, see, this is that's
Is that what you're talking about right there?
Bingo.
I said
Bingo.
Steve's all back. Y'all don't get the joke. Steve's all back.
Nobody gets it. And there's the laughter 6 hours later. I'm disappointed. But
Tell them what Steve's all back means, Steve.
Okay, well, it's a phone call I made when I was on a show with her, and everything was fine until I drank too many cocktails and realized speech wasn't really important. She said I said this. In fairness, I don't remember saying it. She
I'll
told me
play
about
the
it.
audio.
No, but
okay.
Yeah. And I heard it on the audio, and I just came back and I was talking about stages and shit. I don't know. I didn't realize alcohol could do that to a human.
He was talking crazy. I pick up the phone and I go, Steve. I go, area code 708, and he goes, Steve's all back. And I go, oh. I go, Steve's all back. And he goes, and I get really pissed off. I go, what's up, Steve? And he goes, I was just checking some stages, and I was, the people that we had on the show. And what are you doing, Debbie? He goes into the Chicago mode, and I go,
what are you doing, Debbie?
I go like this.
Debbie?
I go like this.
You.
I go like this. I go like this. I go, what do you mean you're checking stages? You can hear it in my voice. I'm like, oh. Steve would get ripped.
Debbie, what are you doing here? It's Kermit the Frog. How you doing today?
Can you reach
Pretty
him,
good.
Sonny? He's underneath you.
Yes. Yeah, here, hang on. Stop it.
Ow, my front legs. Ow.
That's right. We're gonna cook those motherfuckers.
The fuckers are getting eaten.
Yeah,
That's
JP.
right.
What are you doing, JP? You piece of tail. I want
What
your
do I
pot.
do? This has been like an extremely busy 2 weeks, just getting like back into a routine for work. But Mr. Midnight Movie and I just did a quick show. We're gradually ramping up.
Where is that fucktard? I said,
He
where?
went down already. He had a rough day. He had a rough day.
Oh, whatever.
Oh.
I know it was a good day. It was just a very tiring day for him, in a good way.
I see.
I wish I had your posture. Is that posture that you're standing there? Is that natural?
You know what? I have scoliosis, and my back is shaped like a giant S. So
oh,
no.
okay, never mind.
Oh man.
They call him Pretzel for short.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
First person ever to ask me if I have good or to say I have good posture. First time ever.
Have you ever seen the posture with those stupid bimbo chicks on Fox News when they're doing those couch interviews and they look like they've got a board up their back?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I am
They
not
look so
kidding.
uncomfortable.
Don't just go along with me, but do you really know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
What
They
does
look
that-
like they've been stuffed this way. They've been frozen in time, and the only thing that can move is their mouth.
Who is the black chick? The semi-attractive, like she has really short hair. Fox
I
News.
don't know. I didn't know there was one that existed.
She's like 6'1".
Oh shit!
And today was the first time she showed cleavage. I was like, "That's a nice set of boobs on that girl, man." She's pretty for a black girl. I don't dig black chicks, but she's kind of cute. Fox has some pretty girls, but they're all so damn straight.
You know what?
They're sitting there like.
Don't discriminate.
That's right. You know what my father used to always say about
Sorry, Lester.
Wait, my father used to always say one thing about black girls. He says, "Don't worry, the color won't rub off." That's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay. Harris Faulkner is what comes to my mind when talking about Fox News.
Hold on. I think we might have Sam Kinison on the line. Sam, are you there? Are you with us? Sam?
Plus, I'd rather buy one than be fascinated by the life of Christ. It's a pretty good trick to pull off.
Who's he
Come
talking
back from the
to?
dead and not scare the hell out of everybody, huh?
Who's he talking to?
There you go.
That was stupid. That was weird. Who are you talking to, Sam? I couldn't understand what he was saying. It was weird.
He was talking about coming back from the dead.
I don't know. I guess that means he made it to heaven, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Good for him.
Since when do you go outside to smoke, JP? JP. He said he's going to go.
I didn't even know he smoked.
I didn't know he smoked. He goes, since now. Ooh, he's being grouchy.
Damn, he told you, no shit.
Yeah. Steve is.
I've decided that I'm going to take a 10-day hiatus from pot.
It's been that many days for me, Sonny, and
Yeah.
I feel fantastic.
Really?
I've never felt better.
Because
And
you've never felt better because you've quit smoking pot?
I think that is contributing, maybe because I just see my kids and grandkids and stuff. And
There you
in a
go.
couple months.
There you go.
But I think that I do physically feel better too, though.
Well, you could, yeah. Maybe.
You know what I mean? Do you mind me asking why you're doing it, or you're just doing it for fuck's sake?
Well, I do it for the pain.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather do pot than opiates.
Oh, I agree. 100%.
And I mean, I have all the opiates that I would want, but I just don't. I don't take them.
Why are you fucking saying that? Why are you saying that?
What do you mean? Why am I saying that?
Why
No,
are
I'm-
you didn't hear what I said earlier, did you?
no.
I said my life would be perfect if I had a Vicodin, a hydrocodone pill.
Oh, really?
I am not, and I just don't see why I can't be given that right. I don't see why that, because if one little pill Born Again Bloviator. Oh, that's right. Bloviator is going to be nice to, what's his face
Eric.
now? Yeah, Eric.
Right.
And I just don't get it. I don't see, excuse me, why I can't take that every day and be the most wonderful person in the world.
So how many do you think per day would be right for you?
See, I don't even have that heavy of a habit. That's the whole thing. When I wanted to quit,
Okay,
I was
gotcha.
calling rehab and they go, baby, call us when you're doing 30 a day. And I went, what?
30 a day? Are
How
you
the-
serious?
How would you do that? I would get up in the morning and take one after I've been up for maybe an hour, and then that would last me for 5-6 hours, maybe 3 at most, 3 a day. And I cruise like a cruise missile. I mean, I'm just like right on the groove line, and I feel great. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it does in my freaking brain, but it does something that takes me from, because I think with my thyroid being completely kaputski pops, and it has been since I was very young, okay? I think that I am normally, if you look at a level like straight across, look at a horizontal line and think of you guys being right there, I'm about an inch down all the time. And that simply takes me up to where everybody else is or something. No?
I get that.
No,
I
you
get
don't.
that.
So that's
No,
your
I-
preferred. That's your preferred. If you could be medicated, that would be the one
Steve,
thing.
if I had one wish, it would be that I would have not an endless supply, because people will think I'm some sort of a dope addict. It's like, blah, slobbering all over myself. But it's not
Right.
true. It's not true. And if you want to see, when I got out of the hospital, they gave me a prescription of 30 Norcos. And it said it said 5 days supply. It lasted me 3 weeks.
That's pretty good.
But then I tried to get a refill. They went, I'm sorry, but this prescription is not available for refill. You need to call your drug dealer, and thank you for calling Walgreens.
Your drug dealer.
Your drug dealer.
I mean, and I
Jesus Christ.
just love it so much. Maybe my dopamine was so suppressed or something as a child that it really just gives me the right amount of dopamine, because I don't go over the top. But I want some. I hate.
That's the bottom line is she wants some. Nothing
That's
wrong with
foo-foo.
that. Nothing wrong with wanting some.
But it
I have some
is.
penicillin if you want it.
I mean, no, I've got that.
I had a tooth extraction, so that's all I have.
You didn't take it.
I told you I had the hydrocodone, or what is it? No, I didn't have hydrocodone. I guess it is. I had Oxycontin.
Oxycontin. They gave you
Oxycodone.
oxys for a tooth?
Yep.
Damn, that's a lot.
Absolutely. Well, it was a molar in the back, and they had to cut.
What size of oxy was that?
I don't even remember. I don't even have the bottle.
10 or 20 or?
I don't know. It was a pretty good sized tablet, though.
I'll tell you what I found out about oxys. Only one time did I take oxys, and I didn't like them at all.
I hated it. Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. I only took them one time. And in fact, I went back to my doctor, and he put me right back on hydrocodone. This has been years ago.
Up, I hate you. Don't say that anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like talking about food in front of a starving child. It's wrong.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I
pretty
guess
much. I remember I did a show on August the 2nd. This is me on Vicodin. Let's see if we can tell the difference. You ready? And I have no
Yep.
idea what I'm about to play. Play, you piece of shh.
You piece of motherfucker.
Play.
You.
Why won't it play?
Son of a bitch.
It won't play. I hate that. Huh. It was.
Technology.
Oh, I thought that was the show. I mean, I was trying to play. Let me see what this. What is this? Come on, Debbie. It won't play. Well, I'll go over to iTunes and see if it'll play. Steve, you're so cute. I just see y'all's little jump up messages on the side. Yes.
Well, you know what? Bristol is like the producer, and you say something. I was looking for this name, and boom, it popped up. So
Here it is.
found
Let's see if
it.
it'll play here. Let's see what I sound like.
All right.
Safe with me, and Chris and her had a little relationship going, and they kind of fell in lovey-dovey, and before you knew it, it was just, yeah, it was sad. Very sad, now that I think about it.
So let me ask you something, not to change the subject on you, but I saw the title of your show. What were you thinking? Because I'm trying to figure that out. I don't quite get it.
I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I'm crazy. I looked up. I never know what to title these fucking shows, and I looked up and I saw my silver cup right here, and it keeps things cold. I hate me on that show. That's when I had my blanket in.
What did you think what are you thinking when you hear yourself? You don't like it?
I don't sound any. Do I sound any different?
No, you sound the same.
No, I think you sound the same.
Don't say that, Sonny, because I'm going to try to do anything I can to get some of those biking off of you. Oh, damn it!
You sounded like a horse shit.
See, some people can just go and just get it whenever they want. Just boom, 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 like I did after I had that wreck, and I stayed on it for 6 years.
That's all?
Well, Joey was with the VA, and he would come over all the time with those great big round bottles full, and he would sell them to Victor for like, a couple $100, and then he would go down to the crack house and get crack and stuff.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm serious. I don't know. What am I going to do?
Debbie, you're going to be just fine. I'm back in Chicago. We got people.
I'll take 2 Advil. Yeah, really.
Yeah, not
if
quite the
anybody
same.
would like to send me, I will go tomorrow morning and get a P.O. box. I will buy a P.O. box. If anybody, y'all send me bombs and shit and blow me up, probably. Mrs.
Like
Daly,
iDubbbz.
this one's going tick, 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 tick. I'm joking.
Yeah.
It's time released.
Does anybody know a
Formula.
drug dealer in Dallas? What about Barco? Did he get drugs and stuff? Putting out the word out there. If anybody knows where we can get anybody. I've got money. Don't let the clothes fool you, my grandfather would say. I've got money.
Don't let the clothes fool you.
My grandfather used to keep money in 5 banks because I only insured up to $100,000. He walked into Bank of the West one time in Lubbock, and the girl goes, he had on red snap overalls. She goes, sir, deliveries are in the rear.
Wow.
And he walked up to that and he said, young lady, if you say that to me one more goddamn time, I'll buy this bank just to fire you. She goes, oh, I'm so sorry. They go, that's Mr. Bean. Shut up. Yeah, and this is a 100% true story that he did. And
What a completely ridiculous thing to just completely say to
She
someone.
said that because you
Damn.
know how banks are real uppity, and they have that furniture that's real brown and nobody has anything on their desk. Nobody in a bank has anything on. You never walk into a bank and see people's desks that are piled up with papers and inboxes.
No. No.
Am I lying? Why aren't y'all laughing? That's a funny thing. I just thought about that. That's funny. Have you ever
I
been?
don't know if
Has
it's
anybody
funny,
on the
it's
show?
factual. It's
Has
just
anybody ever in the call ever been to a bank?
I was at the bank today, and it chases my bank. Probably
I've
should
been
have said
to the
that,
bank
because-
for United Way of North Central Arkansas. Yeah.
Do y'all know what I'm
I've
talking about?
been-
They have that beautiful furniture that's shaped in an L. Everybody has a desk that's and they've got a little pin and a little, hi, welcome to Chase Bank. Thank you. What do y'all,
Everything's paperless, so you just sit there and it's.
And it looks like nobody's ever worked. When you walk into, somebody says,
Yeah.
okay, how can I help you? And
Fuck
you
up.
look there and you go, did you just move in? What the fuck is this?
I'd
Is
like
this-
to open a new account. All right, just 1 second. They'll go, Byron, to new accounts, please, Byron. And he'll go, right this way. And you'll walk in and there's nothing on his freaking desks either. Nothing.
That's right.
Well, Byron's always been like that, in fairness. Byron has always been a neat freak. But that's a different thing.
That's funny.
Did you know
What?
that in the United States in the year 2015, 50,000 Americans died from drug overdoses?
50,000.
It was the most ever.
Your point?
Well, I do have a point though. Every year, 35,000 people die in alcohol-related accidents and shit, right? And I'm trying to figure out, we make a big production over these people dying from drug overdoses, but we've let 30 and 40,000 people a year get killed through alcohol shit, and we don't do a goddamn thing about that.
Well, we could go back to prohibition. I mean,
No. I'm not saying we should go back, but I'm just saying they make it sound like that this opiate epidemic is. I don't even know that it's an epidemic. Do you?
no, it's not. Just give it to me and I'll fix it.
Let me sort them out.
Here's
I'll
the
decide who
thing.
gets
Here's
them.
the thing. Everybody will eventually OD if they do heroin, and I'm going to tell you why. Heroin has no dosing on it. When I go to the pharmacy and I pick up my prescription of Yellow Football's Norco Vicodin, I know that each tablet contains Hankers, come see Mommy. I haven't seen Hank in so long. Hanker, why is he here?
Ran back.
Come here, Hanker, loves. What'd it do?
Said you missed him so.
Mommy missed so much. My baby doll, my baby.
I almost killed him. He almost killed me. He jumped,
Hi,
jumped in front
Bubba.
of me.
What
We
are
were
you
running.
doing? I haven't seen him in 2 days. Come here.
We were running and we were going pretty fast, and he ran in front of me, and I did almost a flip over him.
Anyway, so here's the thing. I had a niece that overdosed of heroin, and people think that they're overdosing. They are, but they don't mean to. It's an accidental because when you get heroin, I've never even seen heroin, people. I swear to God, I haven't. You don't know how strong it is, and so they inevitably will shoot something in their arm, and by the time you've shot it in your arm, that's good night, Irene. There's no going back. I mean, at least if you take something, you can maybe make yourself throw up or, whatever. But you don't know what you're getting.
Right.
You do not know what you're getting, and a lot of people say, well, he committed suicide with heroin. He OD'd. No, it was an accidental overdose, and so many of them are like that. So, if not almost all of these things.
There's no regulation on it, so you don't know the potency. Instead of 10%, it could be 80, and you're doing the 10 cc, which is the perfect hit of heroin. That's why the band 10cc got their name.
You've done heroin before? You knew that?
No, I know the band and I know the story behind it.
You don't know the 10cc. You don't know those people. Big boys don't.
No, I don't know them. No, I read
Big
it.
boys don't cry. Big boys don't cry. I'm sorry. I know.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
But no, you're absolutely right. It could be way. It could be 10 times stronger or 10 times weaker. You ever watch what's that one? Intervention.
No,
that's a great
just know
show.
from real
great
life.
Show.
Real life. Hello, Hanker Loves.
I'm just wondering if the 4,500 extra troops that we're going to put in Afghanistan are just going to go over there to guard the poppy fields. Since that's what we guard them anyway for them. So I'm trying to figure out how opiates is a problem since we take our military power and guard the poppy fields in fucking Afghanistan.
Why can't I just eat some poppies?
I don't know.
No, the cocoa leaves.
The cocoa
leaves.
Just get. Yeah, do you think that they don't chew
Where's
the fuck out of
JP?
those and get high?
He's the closest thing to a doctor on this call right now. JP, where are you, you mullet? Can I eat poppies and get the same effect? Isn't there something that's available everywhere that's called something like Voltar or what's it called? Gardon or
those are planets.
Apocalypse is hooked on it. What is it called? You idiots. I guess the boys in Cell Block 7 are mad at me tonight. Why aren't y'all saying anything on there, you idiots? Is Apocalypse there? Hello, precious love of my life. Love of my life. Love of my life. What's it called? That new thing on the street, it's called something like... It's got like an A.
Flocka?
No, Flocka. What the fuck? No.
Shit. Hey, I watched a documentary last night on Flocka. Look it up. It is the most fucking insane drug on the planet and will kill you faster than anything else.
What is it called?
Flocka.
What the fuck is that?
It started out it's still huge in Florida. But you need $5 and it gets you completely out of your mind for 8 hours straight. To the point where you're on top of roofs. You're beating up every cop you could see. You have absolutely no fear factor. They had girls that weigh 70 pounds that they couldn't put in cuffs. They had broke both of her arms. She didn't feel it. She's still kicking and trying to bite them.
That must be a
it's
drug that
horrible
releases an inordinate amount of that stuff in your brain, like dopamine. Yes, and it makes you go.
So is that another one of those, Debbie? Is that another one of those like those potpourris or something that's made in Russia? Or?
No.
This one's made in China.
I'm not talking about Flocka. I'm not talking about Flocka.
Okay.
But I'm talking about there's something that came across the market a few years back that is you can go and buy it anywhere, and it's supposed to mimic the exact feeling that you get on an opiate.
Isn't that called Kratom or Kratom or something like that?
Kratom, that's what it's called. Have you ever done Kratom?
Yeah, I haven't. I've read about it though, and I have a friend that tried some of that when he was on the road one time, and he ended up holding up in the hotel for like 4 days before he came down. 3 days before he came down, and he said he'd never do that shit again.
Well, you have to be careful. Excuse me. You have to be careful. I don't know. Apocalypse has done it. I know he has said he's done it before. I know he has.
There's I've watched a YouTube video. There's some guy from Dallas that says that he does it every day, and he was given this big, glorious testimonial to it, and I do it. It's taken me off of pain pills, and I've done this and that.
That's
and
what
so,
I'm saying.
I don't know.
Hello, baby. It says Kratom has been used as an herbal drug from time immemorial by people in Southeast Asia. It is used in folk medicine as a stimulant at low doses, a sedative at very high doses, and basically a painkiller, recreational drug, and as a treatment for opiate addiction.
Wow.
That's cool. That's true.
So that's a real deal. That's not just something they cooked up in somebody's bathtub.
No,
Right.
no. It looks like tea.
Okay.
It looks like tea leaves. And you can get all these different
okay.
brands or whatever, strains or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like weed. I guess if there was any drug that if I could choose to have, it would be weed.
I have
would
some
because
really
it's-
good indica right now that is
Do ya?
just really good. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
aren't you
It just gives you a body high.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Damn it. There's supposed to be like this expert on Kratom on YouTube, and he tells you everything about it, like the ones that you're supposed to get, the ones you're not supposed to get. It's powder and it's leaves, and you do it sort of like tea or something, I think.
Really?
That's Hank drinking
Wow.
out of the toilet. Yeah, it's like you can buy it online. You can buy it in your town. I want to do something. It's real. Why is
That
this?
just terrifies me.
Yeah, I just don't want to fuck my liver up.
Yeah.
That just terrifies you.
Yeah, I
Why?
just don't
Why
like
does
the idea.
Why does it terrify you?
Just the idea of being that far out. You know what I
do you
mean?
mean?
Like sometimes I'll smoke and I'll get so high and I'm like, I hate that feeling of being too high. Hate it, man. So I don't like being out of control, out of the realm. But when I drank, that's weird. When I drank, it was perfectly fine. I just go to sleep and I wake up and pray and wonder what I did. That's why I stopped drinking. But I don't know.
Well, let me
It
ask you
scares
though. The reason I don't like drinking is I don't like the hangovers.
Mm-hmm.
I had the worst hangovers in the world. Oh my god, man!
Well,
I
it
just
certainly
said,
doesn't
"Fuck,
help. Yeah, as soon as you get older, it certainly gets a lot worse.
Oh.
And I got to the point where it just turned me off, man. I just said no, and I don't know. But if you can, there's people that could do it in small doses. Me, I'm an all or nothing guy. I mean, I'm fucking 100% in.
I would be willing to try it. I would be willing to try it just to see. But I'm real the Kratom. I would be real leery of it because I would just go in real slow. Oh, no wonder I'm in Germany. It's going, where to buy Kratom? It's going, you can buy it over here. It's link, ding, ding, link, ding, ding. Yeah, my IP shows me in Germany. Okay, let's see. I'll just put in my, I guess, a zip code or something. Kratom for sale, and I'll just put Dallas, Texas, maybe, and see if there's any way. I'd be willing to go on air and buy one and just see what happens. Oh, they have it at the Glass. Wait, hold on a second. There's a lot of places. They have it. What do you mean, close?
This is just something that simulates it?
I remember when Russ Martin did some of that online. I mean, on the air.
What happened to him?
They got real fucked up.
What do you mean?
Real fucked up.
What do you mean fucked up as in, I don't know.
I mean, real fucked up. They were out of their fucking gourd.
Well,
I'm surprised that they left them on the air that night or that afternoon.
Was it a shitty show, or were they that far gone?
They were gone, man. I thought they were gone, but maybe it. Who knows? It might have just been a bit, and might have been nothing to it. But they sure sounded like they was out of their fucking gourd to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Victor, did you happen to think to bring her some dog food?
No, I'm gonna take her back with me.
You are?
Yeah.
Hello, Hank Love, my baby boy angel that I love. Hello.
So where have your dogs been staying?
They're guarding over at the Flip House.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I've been biting people, Mama. You have.
They're guarding the drop house.
Who are you? No, it's Flip. Who have you been biting? Lots of
It's a safe house.
Yeah, it's the house we're going to either flip or whatever. I don't know what we're going to do with it. But we're getting it all fixed up. We're like 6 days out from
not being done.
Not being done, exactly. The fuck. I don't know what we're going to do.
We're 6 days away from, today, basically.
I wish Joey was still alive. I hate Joey for dying. Why is this?
So are you guys gonna flip it, or are you gonna turn it into a rent house?
Well, we're fixing it up right now, and we're either going to turn it into a rent house, or we're going to sell it for a lot more money than our original investment was.
Right. I know this. I've bought several properties, not big, a lot of properties and stuff, but right now, rent is at an all-time high, and you can get just pretty much what you're asking for it. It makes no difference.
But see, here's the thing, though, Sonny. If you rent a house, just hang on. If you rent it, the people are likely to destroy it, which is what happens. Sort of in this case.
I agree.
And it's just like you have to go in there and just get all new carpet, and they have holes all over the walls, and everything's it's just they just don't take care of them sometimes.
Well, and it is true that for the most part, people are not going to take care of a rent house the way they would take care of their own house.
Yeah, my parents said. I'm sorry.
It is. No, yeah, cool.
And my mom and dad always said that the worst thing they ever did was become a landlord. And man, it was hard. They had a 4-story unit, and they had two buildings, two regular 2 stories. And we started with one, got another one, and then the trouble came in. And I did a lot of the maintenance, like for my mom and dad. I was young, 16, 17, 18. So I used to go do maintenance. And before you know it, holes in walls, and kids running around, tearing up the yard. Then the neighbors would bitch, and the police would be there. Like the fuck? And then my parents realized it wasn't worth it. My dad sold the big unit, and then the other 2 houses we sold to. So wasn't worth it. Drove us nuts. I don't know. Depends on also where you live.
I like
certainly.
Owning property. I think it makes me feel very secure. I feel very
sure it does.
There's security in owning property, whether you have a house on it or whether it's just a big open field and it's a bunch of land or something. It's just like no matter what happens in this insecure society that we live in, you can go sit out there. If everybody comes and takes everything you own, you can sit there with your gun, and just go.
I agree.
I mean, and there's a.
What did he say to Scarlett?
He said to Scarlett, she goes, I don't want Tara. Tara doesn't mean anything to me. He goes, you mean to tell me, Katie Scarlett O'Hara, that land doesn't mean anything to you? Why, land is the only thing worth fighting for, worth having. Why, anybody with a drop of Irish blood in them. Oh, well, the land is like their mother themselves. Oh, this'll come to you. You're young. The love of the land. Cut.
Nice.
One time I was riding horses with all these people. No, it was real quiet and they were boring. And Robin goes, we were like, cluck, cluck.
And they were boring.
No, we were bored. We were riding all the way down to the lake. And Robin goes,
okay.
And Robin goes, Debbie, do the Wizard of Oz. I said, the whole thing? She goes, yeah, pretty much. And I almost finished. I got almost to the end of the Wizard of Oz. Isn't that sad? The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind, I practically know by heart. It's weird.
That is weird.
The very first
Gone
with the Wind.
I will agree with you.
Gone with the Wind.
That is fucking weird.
The beginning of Gone with the Wind goes, war, war, war. I get so tired of hearing about war, it's spoiling all the fun at all the parties. Why, Scarlett, yes, honey. Well, you mean you don't want us to have a war? If either one of you mentions war just one more time, I'm going to go in the house and slam the door. Why, you mean you don't want us to have a war? And she starts to get up and they go, Miss Scarlett, sit down. And then they said, he goes, how about if we tell you a secret about the Wilkinses? Who about? Well, Mr. Ashley, that is. They married their first cousins while he's marrying Melanie Wilkes. And then that's when she gets pissed off and walks off. And the mammy goes, Miss Scarlett, where are you going with the night owl setting in without your shawl? And how come you didn't ask those folks to stay for supper? You ain't got no more manners than a field hand. I'm going to speak to your ma about you. Sorry. That was me.
Wow, nice.
A field hand. That's pretty good, Deb. I forgot it was a movie. I thought that was the real thing. That's pretty good. That's damn good.
And she goes, why does a girl have to be so silly to get a husband? And she goes, what gentleman says and what they means is two different things. And besides, I didn't ask for Ashley coming to marry you. She goes, she gets pissed off. I love Gone with the Wind.
Well,
that was a great movie.
My 10 days that I was going to take off without pot ended abruptly.
Okay, okay, stop. That's mean. I hate you then.
Oh,
no.
That's funny. That's funny. Come on. 10 days. Well, there goes that plan.
Yeah, it did.
Up in smoke, literally.
Curtis,
Literally.
I bet you didn't know, Curtis, that I could do Gone with the Wind, did you?
Oh, wait. How are you doing, Kurt?
Hey.
Hey, now.
Well, hello, Kurt. What's up, buddy?
Do you have a show? Hey, brother. Do you all have a show? I just woke up from a nap.
You don't even know where you are.
I don't. Where am I?
We're walking in circles.
Who am I? Oh, my Lord. No, how are you
That sounded
all?
like, wasn't that a Ricky or Lucy where she goes, who am I?
She had the go
Where
blues.
am I?
She had the go blues.
Yes.
I remember that so clear. How are you all?
I'm
Those
looking
pic-
at the world through green eyeballs. Sorry, go
Green
ahead.
eyeballs. Didn't they do that one where he goes, slowly I turn.
Don't even go there.
Step
Oh,
by
no.
step.
I thought that was the
Oh,
honeymooners.
Oh, maybe it was. Maybe it was. I don't
Clown.
know.
The clown
Three
trying to
Stooges.
teach her how to be a clown. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She
Oh,
goes,
Father.
where am I?
Doing, my brothers?
Who am I? Oh, who is she? She's pretty. She looks at the picture of herself. Anyway, sorry.
Or when they pretended to be space aliens and Zorch something, I don't know. Remember? Remember when they? No, never mind.
How have you been, Kurt? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Terrible. How have you been?
I'm doing good, buddy.
You've been drinking, haven't you?
I don't drink.
Well,
I have some water in front of me, but no. Why would you say that's the first thing I say? How have you been, miss you? You've been drinking, haven't you? Where'd that come from? That was random.
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
It's cool,
I'll get you. I'll get you back.
You're so great. You're so great. Oh Lord.
Aw, thank you, sir.
Curtis, that is the fakest niceness I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
You hate everybody, Curtis.
Plastic wrap.
You hate
I know the
everybody.
feeling, Kurt.
No, really don't.
Curtis, I want you to know that I listened to your show and I was.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I was disappointed.
Well, I'm sorry. I said what I said.
Well,
What was said? Maybe we missed it.
No, I gave you the link, Sonny. I gave you the link.
What were you-
Oh!
what were
I
you
thought you meant
disappointed
like
about
the one
that?
just now.
You were saying that you just wanted everybody to die, and everybody was horrible, and everybody was bad, and they were horrible.
No, but what?
Oh, yes, you was going to
some
eat the
people- I said
whole...
some people will perish. That's scriptural.
No,
I didn't say
well,
all.
perish, die, the same thing. About people that love Trump, it was horrible.
Oh, awful bunch. They are an awful bunch. I'm sorry. Just an awful bunch of white trash heathens. Don't know better than,
Oh no, not
dumb-
white trash. Not white trash again.
They're the
What is
worst
it?
heathens.
Why does it
Here
have
we
to be white trash?
I don't
Let me
know.
ask you,
I don't know.
If a black
Don't
if
get in a
black
don't get in a
guy
fight. Don't
supports
don't.
Trump-
Shh, 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 shh. Everybody stop. Don't
But
don't
let
get
me
in.
just ask,
I know,
so
but let me just lay down the rules. Don't anybody get mad. Just see if you can have a nice, normal
Yeah.
discussion.
And I just want to know, if a black guy supports Trump, does that make him black trash?
No, but that guy's like a nut. They've done all over the Google that black man behind Trump. He was a member of a cult, and they chopped your heads off back in the early 90s, and he didn't chop anybody's head off, but he gouged out somebody's eyes. That man, he goes around and follows him. So yeah, how pathetic. Anybody that follows Trump, oh, I feel sorry. You're a bunch of heathens. I'm sorry.
But that's just your opinion.
Green,
That-
black,
that's based on nothing, Kurt, except your opinion,
Yeah,
which is kind of like an asshole. Everybody's got one.
It's true, man. You really can't. You know, you're.
Brother, I am sorry.
But you remember, he who has not cast the first stone, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, though.
You know what I mean?
Trump.
I'm not a Trump guy, but I won't bash him. I'm done. I'm going to let it go.
He's your president.
He's my president. This is my country. I will respect my president.
No, I won't.
Come on, Kurt.
Nope.
Are you a citizen?
Yes.
And most citizens do respect their presidents. Am I not wrong?
Well, and you know, it's not so much showing the president respect as much as it is as that's correct. The office of the president of the United States. But it's also that we as a country need to be able to pull together, because regardless of whether you like me or I like you or we like other people or whatever, it doesn't matter. The deal is that we're Americans and we need to pull together, because pretty soon we're going to be stuck out here. And nobody is going to give a shit if people start attacking the United States again. Nobody's going to care whether we like the people that are leading us, except for the fact we'll show weakness when we show a divided nation.
Absolutely truth.
I understand that completely. I do.
Right.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right,
I
cool.
understand. So, yeah.
It's difficult, Kurt. Can I say something, Kurt? I think it's difficult for people that are really opposed to him, like myself.
I'm sure it is.
To deal with some of it. But at the end of the day, the rest of the world's watching.
Yes.
And we have to make sure that seat has some respect.
In my show last night, Debbie, I said that. We have to go through the fire. We have to go through. Sometimes.
Don't you start it. I'll play it at the risk of pissing Joe Ruby off.
No, but I said that we have to go through the fire. Sometimes we have to get low down and dirty like
You
this.
compared him to Hitler, Bubba. You compared the man to Hitler and said his followers were Nazis.
Well, they are.
What? I voted for Trump. Am I a Nazi?
How?
I did not say his followers are Nazis.
Yes, you did. Curtis Eugene. Yes, you
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Come on. The Nazis
You're
were
popping
responsible
zingers.
for 6 million Jews exterminated during World War II.
I
Don't compare
talked
Trump
all
to
about
Hitler.
that. I talked all about that, but I talked about how he promoted violence. He said, punch him in the mouth and all that. So that was wrong, wasn't it?
I'll have to find a transcript for that speech.
Oh,
That
Lord.
seems incriminating.
Go to my show. My Lord. Oh,
All right.
Well, I just think we should pull together as a country is what we really need to do eventually, because it's pretty obvious that we are not going to be impeaching Trump right now. I don't think. Look,
They should.
Whether they should or not, it doesn't look like anything like that's going to happen. And if I think if impeachment ever really becomes a real issue, if I was Trump, I would pardon everybody around me and I would resign, making me immune. I would. And then, I mean, it's what Nixon did to avoid any type of prosecution.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
He should resign. He should resign. It's about time. It just.
He's not going to.
I think the only way we'll see him resign is if they come back with enough to start getting his family indicted and things of that nature. I don't know if the fact that Mueller guy formed that grand jury as a message, because usually when a federal grand jury is formed, it's because they're on a specific subject. It's usually because they've got some evidence and they're ready to start presenting that. But as far as other types of grand juries, like on a state level here in Texas, they'll just form a grand jury just to have one going all the time, because there's so much shit going on, and there's tons of people that are constantly they're reviewing their case for indictment, and it's just so I don't know. I just think it's all crazy. I just think it's all nuts.
It is.
When he said grab her by the pussy and do anything.
I agree. It was a horrible thing to say, but I'm certain that you. I know I've probably been just as bad. I don't think maybe towards women, but I've done things that would be considered. I heard y'all talking about sin the other night, and I agree. Sin. The Bible tells us, and God tells us, that no sin is greater than the other.
Yeah.
And so I think God judges the murderers just like He judges the liars.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Amen to that.
I remember back in the 80s or the early 90s when did you inhale to President Clinton? That was the big question. Did you inhale? Now it's like we got on recording the president grab her by the pussy and tell her fuck blank 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 blank. Did you inhale is like lightweight. It's nothing no more. You know what I mean?
Right. And the only person that caught any shit for all of that was Billy Bush.
Billy Bush got nailed on it, yeah.
That poor fucker got fired, man.
But you know what? He probably made so much off of that. So much celebrity from that.
Darker and darker and darker and darker I see that it was just, did you inhale or not, back in the 90s. Now it's like we got a president that on recording, grab her by the pussy, do whatever you want to her, blah, blah, blah,
He didn't
blah,
say that. He didn't say that. He was talking. He was stop. Right, he was just having man talk. I guarantee you, if I had a sick, hold on. Excuse me. Are you done? He was having just man talk and walking around going, yeah, man, I'd like to tap that ass. You've never done that before?
Of course. But
so you're just no. There's no but. So you're just as bad.
No.
Why does that make him a bad president? Just because somebody? What's wrong?
Well, he's got the dog agrees with me. He's got a porn star as first lady.
Okay, stop just a second. He's got a porn star as a first lady.
She wasn't a porn star, Kurt. Come on.
She was a model. I seen her picture.
You know what you sound like? You sound like one of those crazy left-wing people.
And you know what? And she's not just your typical airhead. This gal can speak how many languages?
She's so pretty. Oh, God.
Debbie, how many languages can she can speak?
For such an
old
man, she's so pretty. My Lord.
She can speak them all. I don't know, but
you
I'm
want
just
to marry
saying.
Madonna, who said, "Let's burn the White House down."
Oh, she didn't say that.
Yes, she did.
Lip lock
Yeah, you want to hear her saying it?
No, I don't.
Come on, Kurt. Be honest. Did she
I
really
just
say
think
that?
our first lady is the prettiest first, next to Jackie O.
You said she's a porn star. Where do you get that from?
Oh, she is.
She wasn't a porn star.
No, she did pose because she modeled. She was a beauty queen. That's what you do. You pose.
And Madonna banged what's his name, Dennis Rodman.
Rodman. She banged everything.
Yeah, I mean, while he was wearing boas and shit in his lips and his nose and his ears and.
You really can't damn anybody if you're a Madonna fan and you watch Truth or Dare.
Listen
and
to
she's
this,
in bed
Curtis.
with 16 people.
Curtis, listen.
Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House. But I know that this won't change anything.
I'm sorry, but that's pretty much Madonna saying she's going to blow up the White House.
That's an insane fucking thing to say.
Yeah.
It's all
wait.
recorded.
How is that not even criminal?
Well, they considered filing federal charges on her. And then
I mean, I get free speech and all that shit.
Donald Trump, who's a sweetheart, said, no, let it go.
I ain't a sweetheart. Let's not go nuts.
Threats have to be taken seriously, even if it's something like that.
What is it that Donald Trump has not done to this country so far that y'all don't like?
The thing is, what has he done that he said he would do?
And he put Neil Gorsuch in on the Supreme Court.
That was okay. What about the other 14 things, 15 things he's got? We're paying for the wall. We are. And you know what? If we don't, he's closing down the government. He's shutting down the government if he doesn't get his way.
Well, he didn't say he was going to do that. He said
it was a threat, like a child.
I agree that he made that threat, but I don't think anybody's going to let him shut the government down over this wall.
Did y'all want Hillary Clinton to be the president? Curtis, did you want Hillary Clinton?
I didn't.
Did Curtis hang up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I was on mute. He's so ugly. And
you sound like a
sons are ugly,
3-year-old.
too.
Who cares what he looks like? Look at Truman, and he was one of the best presidents around.
Well, he's just ugly.
Looks don't matter.
I don't like
I'm going to tell
ugly
you what. Nixon was no looker now.
Oh, you know what, Nick? The girl, the White House girl, Huckabee
Lewinsky.
girl. Mm-hmm. No,
Huckabee?
not Lewinsky.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
wrong bad president.
Wrong bad guy. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. The spokeslady is Huckabee.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Mike Huckabee has the same eyes as Nixon. Google Nixon eyes and Huckabee.
Donald Trump
and then
just basically shut down Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong.
Basically told him to go suck a dick, and he said, "Okay, I'll do that, Mr. Trump."
I go suck a dick now.
And Mike Huckabee was a preacher.
Oh,
y'all are just jealous of Trump. Y'all are jealous haters. That's all you are.
I'm not. I like Trump.
I was saying
you
that
don't.
Nixon
You just like
and
everybody.
Huckabee have the same eyes.
Who
They have
cares?
the
That's
same
stupid.
eyes.
We don't care
They
about that.
have the lazy eye.
Here's the thing you need to care about. You need to care about who would you have voted on. Hold on.
That lady spokesman.
Your
has the
president
same-
that you hate basically saved your ass from being blown up in world. Curtis, don't overtalk me. Your president basically shut down World War III. If I were you, I would bend over and eat a yard of his shit and then kiss his ass.
Well,
and you don't have any
Mike
valid
Huckabee's
reason.
daughter
I don't
has
care
an
about
ACI.
Mike Huckabee's fucking daughter and how she looks like Nixon. All I'm saying is it's stupid that people hate Trump. It's stupid. It's dumb that people hate Trump. They don't even have a reason. If you ask, well, I don't know. I just. Well, hold on. Why are we supposed to hate Trump? I forgot. Oh, he hates women. I mean, when they would interview those people during the elections, it was sinister to listen to the bullshit responses they would give. Why are you out here protesting? Now ask me why I don't like Hillary Clinton. And I hope you packed a lunch, because I can give you bald-faced facts on why I don't like her.
But have you noticed when Hillary speaks, for example, like she just released her new audio book this week. Yeah. And on the radio, they were playing sections of it. She sounds like a fucking robot.
She did.
No emotion whatsoever.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And that's when I went to the deal. And she starts, all of a sudden, she starts talking in
No,
cadence.
she always talks like this.
That's what I'm talking about.
No. Now, when she began to speak at that debate, and I remember that he was like right behind her.
I wish he would have blown her. I wish he would have blown her up, Curtis. She is so bad. Do you know what she did in Benghazi?
Oh.
Do you know what she did in Benghazi? Do you know what she did in the Clinton Foundation? Do you know what she did? Do you know what she did to Haiti? Do you know what she did to all those girls that supposedly had affairs with President Clinton, her loving, adorable husband? Do you know what she did to those girls?
Haiti became an ATM for the Clintons.
Do you know what she's like? Do you know? Now you can sit there and make all the noise you want because I can turn you down because I'm telling you, you don't have a
We're not supposed to talk politics.
Well, then you don't bring it up and start downing my president. He's the president of the United States.
Politics right now. Cut it off right now. Boom,
I'll talk about anything I want, Curtis. Curtis,
stop.
Curtis, I don't care if you want to hang
You're
up.
acting like a fascist right now,
Jesus
Kurt.
Christ.
I think I know how it came up. We were talking about Kurt's show, where he was given.
Yeah, he talked shit about
because
Trump
you
all
were-
the time. He did.
Yeah. That was all.
Let's move on to, hey, you know what happened today? Today,
Trump is a good president.
1924, Amelia Earhart went across the country. First time, 19 hours from Los Angeles to New Jersey.
See, that's another thing that Rube steals from me is my what I do with Hey, boys.
No.
DanO'Day.com. I've told him he steals everything.
No, he goes to Rev.com.
Shouts out to you out there listening, Joe Roop. You copycat. You copycat.
No. He's my brother.
Yes. He's not your brother. He's using you.
Yes.
He was making fun of you.
REV.com.
He was making fun of you last night, live and on the air.
Make fun of me.
Oh, yes, he did.
Clinton for prison.
Well, we were playing.
He's just playing.
He wasn't punching back me like Joe did, or what's his name did, but
Wolfman?
Yeah. He was all right. He and I are brothers. Was it an okay show?
No,
Yeah.
it was horrible.
Horrible.
I'm not going to lie to you. It was great. No, yeah, I've heard good shows, but that one wasn't. Because all you did was you talked about how horrible Trump was, and how in the Bible that if you do tarot cards, that you're a heathen that's going to hell.
Sure. No, I didn't say you go to hell. I'm just saying that there's nothing in the Bible from Genesis 1 to Revelation about flipping cards and shuffling cards for somebody to come pay me $20. I'll
There's
give you a
also
reading.
there's also
Well,
parts
that's
in the
what I
Bible that say
said.
you are supposed to respect the Pharisees in your city, and the judges and the elected officials. That I can prove.
Go shuffle your cards, girl, and hate me tomorrow. Okay? I'm sorry. Shuffling cards and colored Daffy Duck-looking cards with all kind of bullshit on them. And going to tell somebody their life with those? That's nothing Bible. That's, shut
So
up.
we have to stick to the Bible. Is that what you're saying?
No, but
Do
you
you
don't
think it's
shuffle
Bible?
cards.
Do you think it's Bible? Do you think it's
and-
Bible like to get sloshing drunk and be mean to people every night? Do you think that's
No,
Bible like?
I'm not mean to people. Noah, while he
Don't
built
start-
that ark
don't-
on that mountain.
Do you not
while
remember what we talked about?
drank
Do you
every
not
day.
remember? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's a lie. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's an absolute ball.
Read
No,
your
he
Bible,
didn't.
Kurt.
Drank all that.
No, he didn't, Curtis. That's an absolute ball-faced lie. He didn't. I'm not going to have you telling my people on this show that Noah was a drunk. He wasn't.
Noah drank all day.
No, he didn't, Curtis. That is a lie.
Man of the one. Yeah, he will. Oh boy.
Where in that passage did
I
you
will-
get this idea?
He's not going to
It's in
listen.
the Bible.
He's
It's
just
in the
on here.
Bible.
He's on here to
It's
troll
that.
my show, I guess. Who wants me to just whatever? Now here we go. In this day in history, on this day in history, Mount Vesuvius erupted. How about that? That's amazing.
Huge. I'm sorry, let me do it right. It's absolutely huge.
Huge.
Well,
Mount Vesuvius.
yeah, you don't know about that.
Yeah, I wasn't there, though.
In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius exploded, and the people over there are still just like they were when they fell. They were incredible.
Yeah.
They were, do what?
Entombed in yeah, exactly.
It's amazing. And this is the day it happened, on August the 24th. Today was also the Saint, in the year 1572, on this day, it was the St. Bartholomew's Day Massacre.
St. Bartholomew. I don't know that one.
Oh,
Why don't I know?
1814, on this day in history, British capture and burn Washington.
Wow.
Dang. That's like after a war of 1812 begun.
I'm getting secret messages from somebody on Skype. Hold on, let me see what he's saying.
Oh, today,
Yes.
Pete Rose
Yes.
Got kicked out of baseball. Pete Rose today. Sure did. He was gambling. Remember that?
Is gambling a sin?
Well, he was. Even they found out that they were fixing the games, even trying to win or lose to win.
No, that is
No.
not true. No, they did
No.
not find out that he fixed a game
You're gonna
that
get
made
nothing
him
but
win
the-
anything.
You're going to get nothing but
They
the
thought
truth
he
from
did.
from Curtis.
They thought they did. No, I remember
Yeah.
I'm just saying what the news back then. I remember that clearly, that they thought that the games were even fixed to where the gambler and he'd win money. I just remember that all clearly. It happened today. Whatever you want to believe, he got kicked out of the baseball today, Pete Rose.
No, he didn't.
I think that's a shame.
1979, was it?
No.
79.
No.
I'll tell you what's a
I'm
sin.
lying?
The love
The
of
Blue
money.
Yeti. The Blue Yeti Angel. Yeah, hold on. Somebody's asking me what kind of microphone I use.
Everything I say just a lie.
Well, you need to get your facts straight, love monkey. Yes.
Curtis, I think the
I
one
love
thing that you
tricks.
need the most is to practice what you preach. You can't be somebody. It's difficult if you come out here and you try to be just all
Mr.
damning.
Perfect. Yeah,
And
everybody
be-
else
yeah,
is bad. Everybody else is bad.
It's very difficult for any. Don't hang
I'm
up, because if you hang up, then you're wrong. But what I'm saying is that when you do that, everybody on the call feels like this fucking guy is the greatest guy in the world. He must know everything, because everything we said is wrong. No, you
Yes,
don't.
It is, though.
Well, then you could believe in God, then you don't believe in God, because God would hate that.
You know what? I am so guilty. I'm so innocent. I'm playing mostly with you. Here,
I don't believe that. I believe that's really you. I believe that's truly how you feel. I'm not good.
Why do you have that shirt on? What are you all dressed up for?
Holding contradictory beliefs.
Why do you have that button-down
Cognitive
shirt on?
dissonance.
Just had to go out today and do some things.
You
I don't
went-
even me.
I see you. Oh, look how handsome you are. You look so nice. That's very nice. You look very nice.
Good for you, brother.
Too bad you're such a fucking asshole.
I'm not
Wow,
though.
man.
Oh, yes,
You
you're going to eat
look
the
at-
whole thing. Yes.
Bullshit. Yes, my Lord, got a worse than Nixon. Worse than my
Here, okay,
Lord.
who's
God.
starting it? Who's starting? Me or Curtis?
You just said end it, and he's coming back. Don't go back, Kurt. You can never go back.
Did you
Let it go.
Look at him laying
Wow,
down.
he's experiencing psychological stress, or mental discomfort.
Dr. B.
Whoa.
Just shut up.
He's a
I don't wanna-
doctor. Hey, Dr.
I
B.
am not.
Come on,
I
you
am
have
not-
cognitive
No,
dissonance.
I am not. No. Shh. You guys are just nuts. You all came to my city and fucked it up.
It's
We have a
not your
beautiful
city.
here.
No.
We have a beautiful city here, and you all, a bunch of Trump, came out of their trailers out in the woods and gathered together, and it fucked up our downtown.
Wow.
I'm confused, Kurt. Didn't you just say let's not talk politics, and you just came back into it?
Right. Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, so you are trolling us. You
Oh,
just
no,
admitted to it, too.
no.
You just, first time in all the conversations I've ever had with you, this is the first time you actually admitted to it. You said, I do come out here and I'm messing with you.
No, I'm not going to say
Aha.
that. Be on mute from the... Go ahead, talk.
And you know that ain't true either. So that...
Crap! My IP just changed. Son of a bitch. Can y'all hear me? My IP
Yeah.
just changed. Hit the button. Now make it flash. There, now stay on mute. You bad, bad person.
Yeah, everything's recorded, in this episode.
I wonder if I
so
lost
we could
my
tell.
Hi, Ehrlich.
Who's that? Is that somebody I know or no?
No, it's Eric. He said that Curtis
Oh,
is quickly turning into a circus clown.
Woo! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was mean.
I just think if you believe as strongly as somebody does, like Kurt says he does, believe in God, then you don't damn people like that. Because if you believe in something that strong, you show some respect and you have compassion and understanding. You don't damn everybody to hell and everybody's in a trailer and everything that it just doesn't. It confuses the hell out of me. It's contradictory.
Yeah.
If I believe in something, I'm not going to throw another different words at something I don't believe in.
It's just bad all kinds of ways, and I'm trying to make him see that. He won't see it.
But that's for him to find. He's what, in his 50-year-old guy.
It doesn't matter.
No?
It doesn't matter. People can change. But we have something to talk about here, everybody.
For anybody in the audience who's got a birthday today, happy birthday to you!
It's time for today's birthdays. Today's birthdays come to us from danodday.com. Today, August 25th, happy birthday, Billy Ray Cyrus. He's 55. Happy birthday, Sean Connery, who's 86. Happy birthday, Gene Simmons, who is 67. Happy birthday, Rachel Ray, you little chubby cheeks, who's 48. Kill it, I hate that live version. Anyway, happy birthday to... I never know half of these people. Elvis Costello, one of my favorite people in the world, is 62. Claudia Schiffer today is 46. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Regis Philbin, who's 85, still kicking. Birthday to Ivan the Terrible, who died in the year 1584. Was he trailer trash? I guess not. He killed millions and millions. He used to impale people. He'd put them on a point and just let them just slide down until they were dead and bloody like murder. Hold on.
Ugh, jeez.
Yeah, he was called... let's see.
You know who else is born on August 25th?
Who?
Tim Burton.
Oh, the guy that does the Merry Christmas videos?
Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. 1993 Disney work.
Good job.
It's a Halloween-themed movie. Yeah.
Why did everybody get so quiet? Is everybody mad?
And he made Batman.
You told me not to talk.
No, not you.
I didn't even know.
Everybody else.
I did not know I was on mute. I've been talking to myself.
I said, not you, everybody else. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm just going to go bye-bye.
See, this is what I'm saying. Nobody hears those zingers that Debbie's been throwing. It pisses me off.
He says that
I'll be listening.
I'm
I'm like,
some funny stuff out, but everybody just talks over it and then nobody laughs. Sonny, I guess, he's just gone. I don't know what the hell happened to him.
Oh, he's left her.
I'm here.
Hi, gorgeous Jewish
Oh,
producer.
there he is.
I'm going to turn Curtis into a man if it takes everything I've got.
Oh, please. That picture was so cool, though. What you sent me? Oh, my Lord, of the White House and green black bugs. My girl Madonna. Yes, that's how it'll be.
Who said,
Post that.
if it were up to me, I'd burn the White House down. That's violence.
Oh.
I thought she promised everybody that voted for Hillary a blowjob.
I heard that too.
But she said that wouldn't do any good. So she said...
she can start with me. All right. I'll let everybody else know.
Don't talk about my girl bad. Leave my girl alone.
You know it's true.
Don't
you know it's true.
My girl.
Dr. B, do you hate Curtis?
Do you?
Honestly, I don't hate him
You
much.
had to think
I
about
mean,
it.
there are
Much.
things I
Not
don't
much.
do what he's doing, like holding contradictory beliefs, for example. Yeah, psychologically, it's called cognitive dissonance. Belief in God, that's one belief, and not believing Him, that's another. Those are two contradictory beliefs, ideas, or values.
Dr. Biscuit on the money.
Debbie,
Nailing Curtis to the wall.
Debbie.
Nailing Curtis to the wall. Nana, nana, boo, boo. What, dear?
Do you hate me?
Do I hate you? No, I don't hate you.
You do.
No,
you
I
hate
do
me.
not. You hate me. You tell me
No, I don't.
I'm a demon seed or something like that. It's
I
horrible.
didn't say that ever. I never said those words.
No,
You
that's
just
what I
lied.
said, Deb.
Deborah
Those are my words, and I
Deborah
want to be.
Ann hates me.
White
Yeah.
Deb.
I love when Kurt's on the call. Everybody gets 3 seconds to say something. Only
yeah,
halfway
really.
through.
He needs to shut the fuck up. Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead, Jewish producer. Go ahead, Angels.
JP, go ahead, buddy.
I was just calling Debbie a white devil.
Yeah, she is. She's evil.
Is
Rare.
Evil is sin.
we all know it.
Green-blooded
Ain't no
monster.
hiding. He.
Green-blooded monster.
From
I was
hell.
so- I was so angry at Debbie. The worst thing I could think of to call it. A monster with green blood. Running.
What are you, fucking 7? Green blood?
Yes.
I am
Yes.
a green-blooded monster. What's wrong with that? You used to
That's
tell me
right.
that all the time on Blog Talk Radio.
People, anything, any of those, those trolls. All you can think about is being a monster with green blood.
Green blood. You fucking
Nothing
green
wrong
blood.
with green. Green good. Believe me.
Oh, green blood also. Bro.
Green blood,
You know, green blood
Um,
exists in mollusks and arthropods, including
Really?
insects and snails.
Arthropods.
Ooh, somebody's
Oh.
got their board working. Got their board working.
Congratulations, you son. Awesome.
Awesome. I like
Monster
the effect.
movie.
So, on the picture she made of me and I'm at the White House of Madonna. We're going to be in the White House one day soon. Then she had me holding a vodka bottle. Vodka
The
bottle.
fuck is wrong with you, Kurt?
What's wrong?
You'll be in the White House soon. What are you going to do? How are you going to do that?
You're going to be in a big house before you're in the White House. You keep talking about the president on the air like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Shit. You don't mess with those people. You say a few things, but shit like that will put you in the big house, not the White House. Madonna's mouth is full. Don't bother her right now.
Yeah.
When isn't it?
Everybody needs to say something nice about everybody.
I think everybody rocks.
It's an asshole.
Me? I am?
You
That's
all
not how this-
right-wing heathens. I tell you, I'll pray for all you right-wing heathen Trump supporters. I'm sorry that you have such a pathetic president. I love you.
He's your
Hey, now-
president, too, and you do not
People
love
do the
us.
Same thing with the left wingers.
Here's the funniest thing of all. You do understand that I'm not. It's a moot point.
You're just dumb. You're all dumb. I'm sorry.
Kurt.
Hey, I'm not
I
dumb.
love you.
I
I
have
love
2 college degrees.
Kurt, you want to
Great
take a little IQ test with me real quick?
Joy. You're just all dumb.
I'm asking you a question. Would you like to take a little quick IQ test?
Sure. You want to?
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody put yourself on mute. I'll put myself on mute. I want to hear this.
Little IQ, a real IQ test, a real bona fide.
What's funny is Steve and I are genuinely interested in this.
It's like Fox News something.
Anybody that calls me stupid, I will go out of my way to tell them to shut the fuck up. You need to stop.
Are
it.
they like regular questions, or is it something?
Well, you shouldn't be scared if you're so
It's
smart
something-
and I'm
no,
so dumb.
but coming from a right
I
winger, it
support-
may be fixed. You know, like how Fox
Would
News
you rather?
fixes their news.
Yeah, okay, I'll show you fixed. All right,
Well,
I'll show you fixed.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt, we are on mute, and we want to hear you. It's a test. We've all done different ones. I've done 100. You do 100.
What?
You just called us all dumb.
No,
People who voted for Trump dumb. So now you got to prove how smart you are to that overwhelming number of dumb people.
They're just dumb.
All right, I didn't vote for Trump, and I don't like Trump, but I don't talk bad about him because he's my president. Try to show some respect. You have to.
Oh.
You don't have to agree with. You don't have to agree with them. Then you could just be quiet.
Okay.
You could have vote the other way.
Wow. Okay.
Vote in your local elections. That's how this works. You fix your local elections until you get somebody good. We had nobody to vote for in this fucking
That
last
is
election,
so
if you ask
weak.
me.
That is so weak.
It's not
Okay,
weak. It's the truth.
Curtis?
I hated Clinton.
Curtis,
And
Yeah, I'm ready for that. Whatever we're gonna
which
do.
answer expresses the meaning? There's 10 questions. All right.
Here, I'm gonna pull up your. Can I see your screen on Skype?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go there.
I want to see what you're saying.
See what you're saying.
No, yeah, you can say it the way you meant it, Kurt. You don't trust her.
Which answer
exactly.
expresses the meaning of the
No,
specific
I'm
word
just-
best? Number one, reassuring.
I don't see anything yet. Let me see.
Well, reassuring.
It's there.
It's there.
Reassuring.
Are you showing on like the group chat or on like
Go to the call.
you
Go
and
to
I?
the call that we're on.
Show
Okay.
chat.
Call that we're on. Jewish producer Lester, Steve, Dr. B. I
Yep.
don't see you.
Just
Oh,
if you'll click
Hold
on that
on.
call, everything should show up here.
okay.
And there's also a chat. Yeah, there's a chat. Oh, yeah.
There it is, buddy.
You ready now?
Go ahead. I can't see it,
Which-
but go ahead. I can't
which-
see nothing, but go ahead.
Which answer expresses the meaning of the specific word best? Reassuring. Would it be compassionate, comforting, explanatory, or meddlesome? Never mind. Meddlesome.
The first one you said.
Compassionate? Steve,
Nope.
don't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was on mute.
Shh. Compassion, is that what you're saying?
What were
So
the
is it-
choices? Reassuring. Give me the four again.
Now, this is numbers. Which number will logically follow this series? 4, 6, 9, 6, 14, 6, blank.
I have to say, that's tricky.
Just take away the.
But I got it.
I got it.
It's called sequencing.
I got it.
Yeah.
4, 6, 9, 6, 14, 6, blank. What comes next, Curtis?
No, I did 9. I don't know.
You don't know?
Say 9.
That's not. Oh, I'm sorry. That didn't give you the answers. Is it 6, 17, 19, or 21?
Been 6 then.
Okay.
What did he say?
He said 6.
All right, next. Which of the following figures in the bottom row should logically be in the spot next? Now we
Gosh, I
have.
wish I could see you.
Well, you can't do
Doggone
this
it.
without seeing this. So,
So I've got to figure out what's wrong here. So I'm on the call.
I don't know what to tell you unless you've got somebody.
I'll
If
figure
you
it out.
if
Hold
you'll
on.
put your cursor up on that call and actually highlight that call
I don't know what
on
to
the
tell
left.
Okay. So I'm going to right click. Jewish producer.
1, 5.
Dang it.
Is that right, Jewish producer, right there? No, wait. I didn't look at the little dots in the middle. So we got 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's going to be this one, right? B.
I think you were right the first time.
I think I am too, but the 2 right here. No, yeah. I'm right. Okay. Okay, you ready, sentence? You ready, Curtis? Which conclusion follows this statement? None of the stamp collectors is an architect. All of the drones are stamp collectors. Number 1, is it true that all stamp collectors are architects? Architects are not drones. No stamp collectors are drones, or some drones are architects.
I can't see you, brother.
Well, I'm sister, but it's none of the stamp collectors is an architect. All of the drones are stamp collectors. So which one would be true? Architects are not drones. No stamp collectors are
Wait,
drones.
say that again. Say it again.
I
Let me
can't
say
do it. I can't. Okay.
Please,
I don't
tell-
have the
one more
energy.
time.
Okay.
One more time.
None of the stamp collectors is an architect.
Okay.
All of the drones are stamp collectors. Which of the statements is true? All stamp collectors are architects. Architects are not drones. No stamp collectors are drones. Or Some drones are architects.
Wow.
Which one of the statements is true?
The second one.
You piece of shit. You see your screen, don't you? You saw me click.
No,
that.
I don't. I have my eyes closed and thinking hard to my Lord. Was it number 2? Was I right?
We'll see. Now he can't do this either.
Why can't I see you?
It's a visual.
Why don't I hang up? You call me back and get it right. Maybe that's wrong.
Let me do this one first. Hold on just a second. That one we go.
Why the fuck can I see?
Side, top. Side, top.
You're not showing me your screen, is what it is.
With one, it's going to be this one. Boom.
I agree with you. Yep.
Tom has a new set of golf clubs, Curtis. Using a club 8 or an 8 club, an 8 iron, the ball traveled an average distance of 100 meters.
Wait, an 8 iron. I'm closing my 8 iron, 100 meters. Go ahead.
When he used his 7 iron, it went 108 meters.
7 iron, 108. Okay.
When he used his 6 iron, it went 114 meters.
Okay, 114. So 100, 108, 114.
How far will his 5 iron take him?
Oh, so 100, 8, then 14. So 108, 8, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6. So the low be so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. So 100, 108, 106, 8 to 6, 8.
I'm going to give you a little hint. Pay attention.
Hold on, 104.
Pay attention to the number of the club.
Right. I think 104 would it be?
It's basically it's algebra. It's 8 equals 100, 7 equals 108, 6 equals 114, and then 5 equals y.
Oh. 14. 117.
It's not one of the answers. It's either 118, 116, 120, or 122.
118. 118 it is. Yes. 118.
Which answer expresses the meaning opposite of what I'm going to tell you? Ready? Tough. Is it cowardly, starch, strong, tender, or masculine?
Tender.
Which word can logically replace the question mark? Water is to pipe as blank is to wire. Is it cord, electricity, heat, or gas?
Water is to what?
Water is to pipe as blank is to wire.
And give me the choice again one more.
What did you say? One more time. Water is to pipe. Water is.
Let me repeat what he just said.
No, I want to know the choices again. I'm sorry.
Sounded like Zip 7 with Z cells to me.
Water is to pipe as blank is to wire.
Blank is to wire.
Is it cord, electricity, heat, or gas? Da, da, da,
cord.
Which of the meanings has the best fit for the following word? Displeasure. Is it discord, sin, futile, complaint, or injustice?
Discord. Like
and
your
last but not least,
your demon shows you're on.
That explains Stabby.
Yeah. If this goes, which of the following composed of the loose parts? Which of the following figures can be composed of the loose parts? Let's see, we've got that's there, and then we've got the little one, which is there. Then we've got the little one there. No, that would be this right here, JP. Wait, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. All right, I just gave you that last question. I am a.
I've probably got like a D- on mine. My score. Is there like a score that comes out after you hit enter?
We're fixing to
Or
find
what?
out. We're from Afghanistan.
Oh, Father.
You answered 5 out of the 10 answers correctly, which indicates a score of an IQ of about 100, which means you're equal to the intermediate
Dumb.
vocational education. You might be able to score higher, which
I got 5 out of 10 right?
your IQ is 100, it says, basically.
Oh, my Lord. Man, I'm so sorry, Lord.
Your answer was...
I'm smarter than that, really, though. Let's do it when I'm sober. That would be better. I'm sorry.
You just said you just woke up. How could you be? Oh well, I guess you could.
Reassuring. If I remember correctly, that is the same thing as
comforting.
Well, implies comfort. Yeah.
Comforting.
Yeah.
I said compassionate.
100.
We should give him the young personality test. That's a bad.
Well, absolutely.
That's a killer. He won't
But if
do it.
does he have to see stuff again?
I
Or he'll
don't
miss
know.
something?
We'll take a look and see. Let's see what kind of personality he has. Let's see if we can do this one. This is good.
Oh
no!
How many
I'm
questions
not
are
doing
there?
this. I'm not doing
Oh,
it.
it's 120 questions.
I want to hang up. You call me back. I'm going to call you back.
What are team roles test?
What?
Team roles test.
Now, where can I see? There you are. Now I see your eyes. Oh, there you are. Now I see all that. Cool. See?
Team roles theory. Team roles can be big part.
Apparently, this is a psychological segment of the show.
Apparently.
Well,
Maybe.
y'all want to talk about anything? I'm game. Let's do it. Talk. I don't care. I don't. Seriously.
I'm for somebody taking one of these tests.
Amen to that.
I like it.
I love it.
Young test is very serious. I studied Young. That's who I subscribe to. In my
one of the
theories-
famous psychologists.
As opposed to Freud.
No, I'm a younger.
Freudian.
In college, I subscribed to Young. Freud is fucked up.
Yeah, he's pretty much a disgusting.
Wants to think that sex is behind all our life choices.
Sigmund Freud,
Deborah,
the pervert.
You're going to be 52 really soon, too, right? We're
I
both
don't
gonna be
know.
50.
Who gives a fuck? We're not talking about age.
How do you feel about that?
Mention a
Be
woman's
50.
age.
I
You
hate
don't
it.
ever bring up a woman's age. That's rude.
Kurt. That's worse than talking about Trump.
Exactly. All right, Kurt, I'm going to bullet these questions you as fast as I can. You ready?
Yeah.
This will be a good one.
Do you prefer a fictional story poem or a news story to read?
New story to read.
Do you find it more natural to remember numbers and figures or faces and names?
Faces, names.
You're lying out of your ass. It's numbers and figures. You're a numbers guy. That's all you do.
No.
Yes, you do. Baby, that's all you do. Whatever. Do you more often tend to think, so he's not being honest, think through what you will say before speaking or talk off the top of your head?
The first one.
What? Oh, my God. No, I'm not even going to click that. It's talk
Let's
off the top of your head.
Start
What?
over.
Yeah, let's do.
Start over.
Would
So,
you rather read a poem or the news?
The news.
Do you remember numbers or faces?
Numbers. You're right.
Do you more often tend to think before you speak or just shoot your mouth off?
I do shoot my mouth off. So stupid. Like,
Do
yeah.
you take things personally?
Yes.
If you're feeling stressed, do you spend time alone or go out and hang out with people?
Spend time alone.
When deciding whether or not to purchase something, do you decide how much you need it or who gives a fuck?
What? Say that again.
When you're trying to buy something, do you decide, do I really need this? Or do you say, do I really like this?
No.
Do you need it or do you like it? Which one do you buy? I like this, so I'm going to buy it, or I need this, so I'm going to buy it. Which one is you?
Need.
In terms of promptness, are you on time, early, late, or who knows?
Is hungover an option?
No. On time.
Are you more prone to speak without thinking and put your foot in your mouth, or miss an opportunity and later think, I should have said that?
Second, right there.
Oh my God. I can't do it, Curtis. I can't click that because you put your foot
do the
in your
first.
mouth.
Okay, I should. Yes. When I'm sober, I would say the second. But okay, do the first.
Which term
That's
is more
fine.
appealing to you, clarity or harmony?
Harmony.
I think this is the way he sees himself. Do you more frequently act spontaneously or act deliberately with a goal or a plan in mind?
Oh, we'll make sure that second one's right there.
If a decision is made which affects you, such as being made redundant, is more important for you to know that you are appreciated or you have been treated fairly.
The first one.
Do areas where you work tend to appear organized or disorganized? Faster, Curtis, come on.
Organize. Everything fun.
Would you typically rather do something than think about doing it, or enjoy thinking about something just as much as doing it?
Doing it.
Okay.
Doing it.
When communicating with others, are you more often frank and direct with little or no prompting, or frank and direct when prompted? I dare you.
Say that again. Repeat that question.
We're never going to get to the end. When talking with other people, are you frank and direct with no prompting, just shoot off your mouth, or are you frank and direct when prompted?
Say the first one.
Oh, no, there's no way. What?
Okay. Second one. I don't know. Okay. Number two. Fine. Answer for me. Number two.
Does
Go
it
ahead.
describe you better to say that you don't like surprises, or you enjoy the excitement and spontaneity of surprises?
Number two.
Do you value more logic and reason or compassion?
Number one.
Do you get more satisfaction about thinking about your plans or your achievements? What you've done or what you want to do?
Want to do. Number one. Oh.
Do you enjoy
yeah.
watching the news or reading the paper, or you have very little interest in the news at all?
I don't watch the news. No little.
When it comes to doing detailed routine tasks, does it describe you better to say that you avoid them, dislike them, don't mind doing them, or enjoy them? Like mowing the lawn, doing the dishes.
Enjoy. I enjoy making my yard look nice.
And
Yeah,
thinking
that's my
about
goal.
money, when it comes right down to it, do you believe that money brings security, or money is the means to enhancing your enjoyment of life?
The second. Yeah.
Do you find it more stimulating to spend time in a one-on-one relationship, or go to a big party and hang out with tons of people?
The first.
Are you better at initiating and planning a project, or following a project through to completion?
Two.
When attending a party, do you get tired and leave, or stay high all the time on coke and be the last one to leave? I'm sorry.
Number two.
God.
Number two.
That are these tarot cards, by the way?
No, they're not tarot cards. It's not tarot cards.
Oh,
Are you
Lord.
fussy?
I'm doing the tarot card reading.
Are you fussy or not fussy? What would people say you are? Fussy or not fussy? I dare you.
I fuss sometimes. Oh, boy.
What do you
I
like
do.
more, the sciences or the humanities?
What now?
What do you like more, science or the humanities?
What are the humanity? What does that mean?
Can somebody, Dr. B, can you explain to him what the humanities are, please?
Humans, life,
Checking
existence.
Checking now, he said.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
The study of the arts, the study of humanities, of things that have to do with humans, things like social. I mean,
Like digging up like human remains
No.
and stuff like.
would you rather
Indian?
study?
Oh, wow. I don't.
Would you rather study biology or sociology?
Biology.
So you're into the sciences. All right.
I love
When you meet somebody new, do you initiate the conversation, or do you wait for them to start talking first?
Wait for them to start talking.
Are you more naturally turned into the details of your environment, or unaware of the details of your environment?
I'm aware.
At work, do you feel that you're most effective when you're working alone or working with others on a team?
I like working alone. I'm my best. Get away.
When working on a task, is it important for you to immediately see the results of your efforts or see future possibilities of your efforts?
How many future possibilities? I want to get an F on this, I bet. Is there like a score that comes out after this or what?
Trust me when I say there's a big score that comes out of this. Is it more terrible to wear your emotions on your sleeve or don't cry in front of people?
No, don't cry in front of people.
I think you're answering the way you want to be.
Ooh. I think there's something there, Deb. That's why every time you jumped, I said no. You should see what his personality
because
inside
he wears his emotions on his sleeve.
When my dad died, there were a couple of shows I was getting gonna cry, but I backed and I didn't cry. I stopped, and I don't cry in front of people. So I don't do that. I don't want to cry in front of people.
All right.
When you're in a meeting, do you speak up or hold your tongue?
Hold my tongue.
Oh my God! This is a lie. This is a waste of time.
But I would hold my tongue unless something really said. If somebody said something stupid, I'd speak up. I was president, for God's sake. Of course I would, but mainly remain calm and don't speak.
Do you think it's more important to understand the theory behind a solution or the application of the steps which solve the problem? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying by that?
Say that again.
Okay. Do you believe that it's more important to the theory behind a solution means you're asking why? Okay, that's the kind of person I am. Or do you wonder how they got to where how I don't know how to explain this. The theory behind the solution or the application of the steps which which brought the solution?
I like the second one. I would want to know the details of how they became to that solution. Yes, of course.
Do you take things at face value or always look for an underlying meaning?
I need to know all the detail.
What?
The second.
Okay. If you receive criticism, are you more likely to become upset and react emotionally? Or
this one has a third option.
Why do you talk so close to the mic when you say that?
Or do you take the criticism pretty well? Oh, I don't care what you fucking say.
I don't care. I don't care what you fucking say.
I get so upset when people talk about it.
We're almost done. I get hurt. After making an important decision, are you more likely to say, case closed, or do you go over it and over and over and over in your mind? Did I do the right thing? Did I do the right thing? Did I do the right thing?
The second one, yeah.
If someone does something that bothers you, are you more likely to tell them that it bothers you or not say anything?
I'll tell them. I'll say, yeah.
Hey, nah.
Sometimes no. Number two.
When it comes, I don't think so. If it comes to daily tasks, do you tend to have a system or just whatever happens, happens?
I have a system.
Is it more important for you to get things done or just kind of leave your options open like Deb does here? Sonny, I've got to be somewhere next January.
I got that.
Oh, believe me, you're going to want to hang on to the answer to this. I mean, to the when I hit submit. All right, here we go. Now, come on, Curtis, stay with me. Do you want to leave your options open, or you want to get things done and move on? Do you procrastinate?
Number two.
All right. Do you like to concentrate on your work, or do you daydream about the future?
Both.
All right.
Is there a both one?
There you go.
Which of the two sayings do you find more interesting? Seeing is believing, or I think, therefore I am?
Number two.
Is it worse to show too much warmth or to not show enough warmth? Are you sweet or an asshole?
Number one, of course. I'm not an asshole.
When making plans, do you prefer to have them scheduled in advance or just whatever happens and do it last minute? Sonny, I'm number 2, by the way. So
I took off to San Diego. Number two.
Are you more often to make decisions quickly or just say I don't know, and be indecisive? Are you a decision maker?
Number one.
At parties, do you spend time with people or like to hang out with the crowd?
One.
He poops out at parties.
When you've said something that hurts somebody's feelings, this I got to hear. Are you? What is that noise?
Sorry about that. Hang on. I'm sorry.
It's the mothership.
It is.
I thought that was Willie calling in, but that was
when you've said something to hurt Debbie's feelings or everybody on the call. Do you usually you're aware of it, or you're not aware of it until something happens? Are you quick to apologize?
Yes.
There's no way in fucking hell. Are you more interested in what is?
I am too. I
think the air just left my body just a second.
Are you?
Okay, then no. I'm sorry. I may take a couple of days. I'm sorry.
Are you more interested in what is real or what is possible?
What is possible?
Do you have an excellent memory for details?
Yeah.
Or do you remember just the general concepts without remembering the details?
I know all the details.
When performing an important task, do you start early and finish on time, or just put it off and whenever you get to it?
Nah, finish on time. How long? What is this? How long?
I'll let you know
is this
when we're
gonna
done.
be like
We're
another
almost done.
hour or
yeah,
what?
it might
My
be. It might
Lord.
be. It might be another 2 hours, but it's going to be worth it once we figure out how fucked up you are. When solving a problem, are you more likely to act according to your instincts or want to know the facts? We'll go faster.
Facts.
Do you more often express your feelings or hold them back?
Express them.
Are you good at finding solutions, or are you impatient with practical concerns, which you tend to
Find
ignore?
solutions.
In general, do you believe everything should be kept in its assigned place, or everything's just everywhere?
No, simple.
Simple? Okay. Do you more often put the needs of others before you, or look after your own needs first? I don't give a fuck what you say. If you forget to wear your watch, would you feel crazy and displaced, or not even notice, or you don't even wear a watch?
Don't even wear a watch.
That's a big telling one right there, pal.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, some of you's going to eat the whole thing.
Oh, I'll be a bad person at the end.
Do people like you? Do people like you more the way you're so practical in your outlook, or your new way of looking at things?
The first one.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Do you think of yourself as approachable or standoffish?
Standoffish.
When judging a person,
Stay the fuck away.
here comes a
go
big
ahead.
one. When judging a person, do you feel that it's better to be impartial and fair and objective, or consider extenuating circumstances and base your judgment on the individual case? The extenuating circumstances. Judging somebody for what they do.
Number 2.
Do you think it's worse to be unable to deal with an issue and move on, or unable to see all sides of an issue? Are you diplomatic, is what it's asking.
You gotta look at all sides.
Do you typically know everything that's going on with your friends in your lives, or you get far behind on what's going on with people that you care about in your real world?
No, I know what's going on.
And we're getting real close to the end. This is the last question. When discussing an issue with a friend, is it more important for you to reach an agreement or just have a thorough, logical discussion of it?
Thorough discussion, of course.
And I'm going to hit score
Oh,
the test.
no. This is awful. I got a C minus.
No, you don't get graded. You don't get graded. You just have to put you are a And
Put
here we-
John Doe. John Doe. My name.
The great lead singer of X, John Doe.
Nice, nice.
You young person.
You are an INFJ. You are an introverted, intuitive feeler and a judger. Yes, one time.
Wow.
It says introverts tend to be. Now I am an E. What am I? I'm an E. I'm the same thing that the Jew is. Introverts tend to be reflective, reserved, and private. A popular misconception is that introverts are shy. This isn't necessarily so. They draw their energy from their own thoughts and the time they spend alone. They don't need people around them. Intuitives pay more attention to information than is imaginative and original. Intuitives focus on the future. Feelers let their feelings and emotions play a leading role because of their concern for other people. Judgers prefer a lifestyle that is decisive, planned, and orderly. They like a life that is organized and controlled. But I also have another thing about the word judger.
Me too.
The difficulty I do immediately, the impossible takes me a little bit longer. This could be your philosophy of life. People who know INFJ types will describe them as imaginative, motivated, persistent, purposeful, and basic jerks. Living a life Living a life without pretense or facade, being accepted for who you are is what matters most to you. You prefer to quietly exert your influence. You bring a quiet enthusiasm to all that you're involved with. Creating harmony and working towards the common good is one of your key motivators. You have a strong need and desire.
I had to come off mute.
This
just
is
to
so
laugh
tarot
for this.
card.
This is so wrong. It says right here.
So tarot card.
It's not tarot card.
Psychic. It's psychic.
It's not. No, it's not. No, it's not,
This
Curtis.
is not the Bible.
Curtis, no, it's
not.
not.
This
Not
is not
the
in
Jungian text.
Genesis to Revelation. All of this crap. I love my Lord, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Whatever going on in life, you got a bunch of heathens that like Trump. I'm sorry, they're dumb.
Curtis.
I just go on
Curtis.
from that.
Curtis.
There's
This
that
is-
drag
this is
queen.
your
Curtis,
fa-
Curtis, Curtis.
This is your
hush.
father in heaven.
Doesn't she sound like an old drag queen?
Curtis,
Trying to
listen to me. Give me those papers. Judas, hand me those papers over there. I didn't say where I was. I said this is your father. Now let me tell you something. I'm going to look up on the
I'm sorry you like Trump. He's just a nut. He's Biff.
Curtis,
on
you've
Back
been
to the
telling
Future.
everybody that you've got another how many years to live?
Now listen, drag queen.
Let me tell you something, baby. Your liver is glowing like a red hot potato right now from all that
Doesn't
alcohol.
She sounds
You're going to be
so much
lucky
like
with your sedentary lifestyle and your wicked ways to make it another 5. Wait a minute. What are you talking
He'll
about?
grab
He
you
thinks-
by
he
the
thinks
you know
I've
what.
actually got. Shh. Let go. This is really God, Curtis. Hold on. Let go.
This is so funny. I can't hear you.
I'm back.
Wait.
There she
I
is.
don't know. He talks so much you can't hear anything I do.
Where was that? Where did that drag queen go?
I don't know what you're talking about, Curtis, but you're a jerk on the show when I'm trying to do something that's relatively considered a bit.
And it was a good bit, and it was all about you.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, it wasn't somebody else you had to wait for it. It was about
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't want
No,
to.
you're not sorry. You're a drunkard and a. Sorry.
That's my girl right there.
Eric is being so mean.
Well, you.
A little
That was
misguided,
something.
But
Do I?
I'm sorry.
for the better.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Everybody-
so sorry.
Debbie makes a great black Southern drag queen. I don't make a. It's a dark. That's a man's voice. You idiot, Ehrlich.
No, you sound like
I
a drag
forgive
queen.
you, Kurt. I forgive
Thank
you.
you.
Man.
Thank you,
Look
brother.
at Eric's picture. He's shooting us a peace sign. Eric. Eric's a cool guy.
That's when he was in Colorado.
It might have
I'm
been.
guessing.
I don't know.
Sure looks like it.
Y'all should have gone and saw each other.
You know how I know?
No.
The shirt he's wearing.
I didn't know that.
It's a stupid joke. You don't get it. Obviously, it would be the mountains. So I said the opposite thereof. TheBeardMan.com.
He has on blue tennis shoes.
That was funny though.
Yeah.
It was ended up that I'm a jerk. All those questions that I'm a
Wasn't
jerk.
psychology.
Wow. I'm not though.
Well,
No,
you
you're
don't
excellent.
want, you don't want to think you are, but the way you see yourself and the way others see you is two different things, my darling.
Well, but that's just
A lot of times when you look at yourself objective, you're not quite as sweet. You know what taught me about me is listening to this show.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. You'll find out real quick what kind of person you are if you listen to it. Because it taught Mr. Midnight Movie a lot of stuff about himself, he said. It's taught me stuff about me. But do you not listen to the playbacks, Curtis? I know you listen to your shows.
Yeah, I was asking you, mean re-listening to the show, like you like polish up.
I know you listen to your own shows because I saw that on the main board. It said Curtis listened to his show here and his show there and his show there.
I do. Once in a while, I did listen to my show last night.
And what did you think about it?
My voice was about gone because I'm working all day, but everything I said, I think, was correct. Everything I said. Every single fucking thing I said was correct. So
That's pretty tough.
we disagree sometimes. Some people disagree. Everything I said, my gut, my heart, everything I said was correct. Period.
It was your opinion. You were correcting your opinion. You mean?
It's your opinion.
It's so important that people Kurt, it's so important, and everybody that your opinion is fine, but that doesn't make it the rule.
Well, no, but the way my Father, my personal relationship with my Lord, who I pray to at night when I go to bed, my gut, everything I said was correct. Now, somebody may disagree, a Baptist to a Catholic, or somebody that talk in tongues, Assembly of God to a Presbyterian. They disagree. They may not agree with what I agree in, but I agree. I know that my Lord and everything I said on my show last was correct. Perfect. Yes.
You got a little bit of an ego there, bud. You really do.
No, humbled though. No, and
that's not humbled. You said I'm correct. Everything I did was correct.
Through my Lord.
That's not
my
humble.
Lord. Well, through my
That's
Lord.
the least humble I've ever heard anybody. Come on.
Through my Lord, give me the strength to say what I say.
All right, buddy.
I'm not being ego, just humble.
Oh, all right.
I'm not. I just say what my Lord tell me to say. It's why.
So, the Lord was a very humble man. Never went up there and screamed, "I want this. I'm God." And
I'm just saying that if I speak out of my mouth on my show, I'm not going to lie. I would never say a lie.
So you're saying what you said you believed in, and it came from your heart, correct?
Yes. And
okay, but that doesn't mean it's true. That means it's true to you. To you, it's true.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like there could be like 3 different ways of seeing something, maybe a million ways.
But my Lord, and I are like best friends, though, and He wouldn't have me say something untrue.
All right, bud. Hey.
Yeah.
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel, man. You're a grown man.
You get to decide on your beliefs and which opinions you go forward. I mean, that's a part of growing up. You get to make choices in life.
I would never say nothing untrue.
I say things that are untrue accidentally, not intentionally. Huge difference.
I used to lie. I used to lie like the Dickens, just white lies here and there. I can't lie anymore after 5197. You hear one of my shows, I don't know how many shows back it was, told you about that day when my Lord showed Himself to me, and I can't lie anymore. I only told truth. Only told truth. Yeah. So, Debbie, where are you?
She's texting, posting things in a live chat. I could see it through Skype.
Oh,
Yeah. So, you still with us, Sonny and JP?
Still here.
Hey, what's up?
Deborah Ann, where are you? I can see your mother calling out to you. You're out goofing off, out in the farm, out in the hay. Deborah Ann, get in here right this second. Where are you?
Out in the hay. What do you think I'm
Yeah.
from? You think I'm from Arkansas? What the fuck? You think I'm from? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dr. B. I am so sorry, my love. That was horrible. I love you. I'm sorry. That was so bad. I'm sorry. Did you see me just say that? And Dr. B's from Arkansas. I'm sorry. You think I'm
offended
from?
me.
You think I'm from the hills of Kentucky, like Jimmy is?
Jim
You think I talk like this, Curtis? Is that what you think?
Daughter.
Daughter. Is that the way you think I talk?
You do.
Well, if
even
you want
Alice
me to,
talk that-
I'll talk like this. If you want me to.
You talk that way anyway.
No, okay. Well, then we'll just talk like this the rest of the night. How about that? Okay. Okay.
Yeehaw.
Yes, that's the way I talk, Sonny.
We can do that cornfield. Yeehaw. How do they do? Oh, no.
Curtis, I could buy and sell you on my Visa, okay? So shut the fuck up. What the fuck? What an asshole.
Like a dog with
Debbie.
asthma.
Debbie goes, what?
Dog with asthma.
Darren goes, not really. Yeah, on Vic's Visa I could. I'm joking.
They're millionaires. Debbie is, by the way. Yeah, they got just,
Why do you say that? What makes you say that?
I just know. My Lord told me.
You mean, is it the class that I exhume when I speak, or is
That's
it
what it is.
me going, how about that? How about them Dallas Cowboys?
No, I just know.
You run your mouth off and you say things that are hurtful to people.
I do not.
He doesn't.
Debbie goes, Sippy, I get criticized.
What have I said?
You're
what
a-
have I said?
You're an insulting prick.
No.
Yes,
Don't say that.
Curtis,
Take that back.
if I never speak to you again, I want you to know that I think you're a jerk. You're mean to people. You are. You say that everybody's from a trailer, that everybody's horrible.
I'm sorry. It's funny. You have a trailer. You have a trailer on
on what?
Willie's a picture.
Easy for you to say.
Oh Lord. I'm not.
I live in a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath brick home.
Beautiful. Praise the Lord. I'm proud of you.
But if I lived in a trailer, I would still be the same person. That doesn't make me a bad person. I think there's some really nice people that live in trailers.
My Aunt Barbara.
Well, she's a piece of crap, white trash piece of shit.
No, I didn't say that.
You
I
goddamn
said
sure did. You said everybody that's bad. You said they all live in trailers.
You always bring up trailers. Always.
Maybe what it is Curtis never remembers what we said. No, it's not funny. It's horrible.
Common joke all over the country forever.
It's not a
Live in
joke. You
trailer.
don't say it as a joke. You say it as an insult to people.
Please. Forever and ever in all.
I'm playing your
American
show right
history.
now. I'm playing it. I'm
Never-
playing it. Yes, I am. Watch me. Watch this.
No. Joe will
Tell
be mad if
Rube
you
to get his
play it.
tell Rube to get his typing his typewriter out and get ready to make another report on me. Okay.
Be mad. Please don't.
Watch me.
I'll tell you what I said.
Watch
I'll tell
me.
you what I said.
Watch
Don't.
me.
Please don't. You'll
Watch
be
me.
mad.
I don't give a
Please
fuck if he's
don't.
mad. Get mad, Joe Roop.
Don't.
Watch me.
I'll say. He even corrected me. Not all Nazis live in trailers.
Say it again.
And then
You said that everybody that voted for Trump is a trailer trash Nazi, wants to.
They are just about like that. But I said whether a house. I corrected myself.
No, you didn't. You
I
said
did.
that everybody that likes Trump is a freaking idiot, white trash piece of shit.
They are.
That's
but
right. White.
And you said that
Myself.
throughout the history of time that all white people did everything bad to all the other races, and you even listed them. You said that they burned the Nazis, that they burned the Jews. They did everything bad was done by white people.
Just why don't you send the link to everybody listening instead of playing the show? Please don't play the show, darling girl.
You don't want to make Joe Roop mad. Well, screw you, Joe Roop. Try to get this powerhouse thrown off a Spreaker, you piece of shit. I've owned Blog Talk Radio and...
Don't now. Please don't.
The stupid son of a bitch Curtis. I tried to get. They asked him to unban me last night. He goes, "Well, now you know we can't do that, Curtis. That'll just get me in trouble.
I tried.
No, you did. No, you didn't. 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 No, you didn't.
First thing I did. First thing I asked.
I don't believe you.
I said I promised.
Darren said, "Joe, please unban everybody and reban if we're bad." And he says, "Dude, you know, Curtis, shut up." And he goes, "Dude, Curtis, shut the fuck up." And he answered, "Dude, you know that's not going to work. You're just setting me up for fall. I know your works, Darren. You're neither hot nor cold. You know the rest."
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think his shit doesn't
you're a
stink.
fan of logic and reason.
He's not. He's
It's
an
just
asshole.
like you're the opposite.
Oh, my Lord. Why are we this deep into this conversation, this direction?
Because you're the only problem here.
Yeah, that's the answer, really. Sorry, Kurt, man. Sometimes you walk into your own shit, man.
I didn't do nothing, though. I've done nothing.
He says, Kurt is on a paranormal network Bible thumping. He called you a Bible. He goes, "This is epic. I love it."
You asked me like 20,000 questions.
When?
Tonight.
50
Tonight.
questions was on that test. 50.
And
20,000.
now you're angry with me.
I'm not angry.
Wow.
I'm having fun.
Well, don't make it like it's a bad time. Have cheer and joy and love. Peace.
I'm hitting
My
play
Lord.
right now. You want to hear what he said?
You mean like the love you have for all the Trump people?
Oh,
like all that love and understanding and all the
I
stuff
caused
that
all those
that you
Nazis
espouse
and
to be
KKKs
like you're
to
some
come out.
kind of Christian and you have all of these God values and everything, except you judge everybody, put everybody down. You attack certain groups of people, and then you try to take like the whole white race, insult it for whatever reason. To the best of my knowledge, you're a white guy. And so I don't know. Maybe white guilt has just gotten to you over the years. Because you're a walking apology.
Listen to what he said right here. Listen,
Wow.
listen, Curtis. Listen.
No, don't play it.
Obama not born here.
Please don't.
Remember back
Don't
about
play my
2011?
show.
I don't
play
think
my
he was born here. I brought all that up.
He says all the Trump people were
Please don't play that. Debbie, don't play my show.
KKKs and Nazis. He said everybody that followed Trump was a member of the KKK. The fucking KKK, Curtis. What the fuck is that? You're a member of this family, and you're being called on the carpet, not by Joe Roopy Boo, because he doesn't give a fuck. Did he hang up?
I believe he'll
call back.
Oh.
He said on his show that Trump followers were members of KKKs and Nazis that burned Jews during World War II, because he had to watch the video when he was in junior high school.
Oh, wow.
Freaking high
That
school
is what he
days.
compared us to. And then he said that people I know that he's doing this. See, I almost got on a website, which I didn't get, making $44 an hour doing readings. Okay. And I know I know that's what he's talking about when he's talking about these tarot card readings. I know that's what he's talking about. And he said that anybody that does tarot card readings cannot be of the Bible and all this kind of stuff and blah, 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 blah. And I'm sorry. He's going to answer to it to me. He can go suck it, whatever. Willie.
You're right.
You know something? Yeah. There's a way to spread the truth to people, but you have to do it with love. That's what Christ told. He's telling us to do that, and you can't just tell the truth and just alienate people. I mean, if Kurt is a fan of a truth, he should have known by then.
Willie always puts these pictures in Discord and makes us think it's his dick and it's a weenie. He's so stupid. He's so stupid. And then he did these ones the other night. He did these pictures. It was just so freaking funny.
Where do these fucking people come from? They're awesome.
I told him, I said, I said, I cannot believe that Willie wears black shoes, and I cannot believe the size of how little his shoes are. And he said, listen, I said, do Willie's black shoes and obviously smaller than average shoe size only bother me? And he answered, I'll have you know, for size reference, this is a standard size of SpaghettiOs. This SpaghettiOs can. There's a shoe. And then I said, will you marry me? And then I said, hey, Stabby. Then I said all about that. And then Apocalypse goes, Willie, what is that scrub-ass shoe, bro? Fuck, I know homeless people with better shoes. I almost got spawned. Okay, that's not. Stabby said something. Oh, Stabby says, I'm more concerned that a grown man with no children has a can of SpaghettiOs. Stabby nailed
awesome.
him. Stabby nailed him to the wall. I was like, oh, my God.
That's great.
Pretty good.
So he shows his pictures. He goes, these are manly shoes. And Stabby goes, I have like 5 pair of Skechers, so I can't say shit about that. I'm not only that good at current school. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was the change of talking. And Darren goes, manly Skechers. Anyway.
Manly Skechers.
But see, we come back. You post something, and you come back later, and you figure out what they're going on. I said, I just noticed there's a voice channel called Jerry's Kids.
Oh, man.
Apocalypse goes, get Kurt on the call with Steve. And he goes, okay, thanks, bye. I saw something shining across the room. I go, oh, Father. And I said, squirrel! Because they kid me about not being patient, about waiting for the answers. So he goes, okay. Oh, I just saw something shining across the room. He goes, okay, thanks, bye. I said, shut up, Apocalypse. And I go, squirrel. Anyway.
Love it. That's funny as fuck.
He goes, are you in the hurricane? Answer within 6 seconds or I'm going to run my head into the wall. Because I'm in there. I put stuff in the chat room, and when people don't answer me quickly, I go, well, then fuck y'all. And I learned now why not to do that. So I put this in here, this little video right here that goes, it's from the movie Up. It's those dogs where he goes, they all say squirrel.
We have your dog.
Whoa.
Whatever he belongs to.
Sit, boy. Hey, look, he's trained. Shake.
That's Hank.
Uh-huh. Speak.
Hi there.
Did that dog just say hi there?
Oh, yes.
Brad!
My name is Doug. I have just met you, and I love you. My master made me this collar. He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel!
I saw that movie.
That's the cutest movie in the world. Watch this one. Watch.
Oh, here it is. I picked up the bird stand. Wait a minute.
I like when he goes, what's he doing with that little mailman? Get it? Mailman.
Yeah.
Chocolate. I smell chocolate. I'm getting fruit and denture cream. Who are they? Oh, man, Master will not be pleased. We better tell him someone took the bird, right, Alpha?
Listen.
No. Soon enough, the bird will be ours yet again.
His collar's broken.
Sounds like a freaking cartoon.
Two shall have much rewarding from Master for the toil factor you wage.
Hey, Alpha, I think there's something wrong with your collar. You must have bumped it. Yeah, your voice sounds funny.
Beta, Gamma. Perhaps you desired it. Squirrel!
So I put
pretty
that
cool.
in there. Squirrel. Anyway, I thought it was funny.
It's cute.
So that's what we did.
Well, that was our Curtis experience for the week. It's about all I can handle for a week.
I don't care. He's a jerk. He's a jerk. He acts like a jerk. He does. Sorry.
I don't get it. Sorry.
Why would I not remember his past?
I don't get the guy.
Like seriously.
Maybe because he's drunk every night or something.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Maybe because he's drunk every night, Dr. B. He says, why doesn't he remember what he does? Maybe he doesn't remember.
Ah, that explains the short-term memory loss. Yeah.
Wow,
Booze.
yeah.
Did you not listen to that, Sonny, when I gave you that link? Did you?
Yeah, no, I did listen to it. For whatever reason, I thought you all were talking about one that was just done.
Yeah, the one that was just done last night.
No, I meant like there was another one today. I did listen to that one, though.
And what did you think about that? It was.
I just think he's a dick when it comes to stuff like that.
Well, then I don't have any room for that.
Right. I agree.
It's just I don't, man.
He's insulting.
It just gets hard. It gets really hard to deal with for repetition.
The same old crap repeating every time.
There's nothing on that loop that's positive, except for my Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah, I believe that's cool. You could say that. That doesn't offend me. That's cool. But to tell people, you don't like Trump. People know that I don't like Trump. That's as far as it goes.
Yeah, but you don't sit and say that people that like Trump are KKKs and Nazis and they burn.
Why would I do that? That would be incorrect. That's completely wrong. I can't take everybody and put them in a title and say you belong there and you belong there and you guys belong there. I have no right to do that, and anybody that's a Christian that believes in God would never do that.
I told him
or
that.
Should never do that.
I told him last night. I said the rock, the stone that God talks about throwing at people, there's a lot in that stone, not just prostitution. He goes, well, what does that have to do with this? I said, because you are holding yourself to such a higher standard than everybody around you. Now, if it's an act, then go away. I don't need you to troll me, okay? But if it's not, you got some serious problems, bud.
For the first time, and we've gone down this road before where Sonny believed that he was a troll, and a couple other people believed he was a troll. I said he wasn't. Tonight, he gave up his hand. He says, I like to do it. I like to get people worked up.
Fuck him. I don't care if he can stay gone. Anybody else can have him. Jimmy, stop it. I said to stop it.
So, I don't know, man.
Darren cracks me up. Darren goes, everything Kurt says on the show is correct. And he goes, I'm sorry. His new thing is goes, sorry. He's mocking Curtis. But it's horrible. I mean, I've never seen anybody take a Young test and come out judged. A judger. I've never seen a J on there, a judger.
I don't know. That's the first time I've ever seen something like that. So.
Oh, it's a great test. Oh, excuse me. They use it at schools a lot.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. That's
the
that's the what did they call it? The
like the gold standard.
Yes, that's the Woodcock McGraw.
Gotcha. Do you know how simple some of those were, and some of those were really difficult, at least for me. But I would say half of those were just general, common sense things. But some of them were like really, complicated. But if you think about them, not so much.
I was wondering how he did on the on his test that he did right here. He only got his IQ score was 100 on this, and I gave him every excuse me, everything I could do with it.
Right.
So
you were fair.
Out of 10.
Yeah, basically.
I don't think he got 5 out of 10. Did he really? It didn't seem like he got that many right. But
I think some of them. No, I think
like the puzzle ones you guys did.
Oh, that's right.
So that takes
and
it
I'm sure. And on those, I'm certain you got those right.
Right. So that's an inaccurate read.
I just went quickly. I was going really quick.
Yeah, but I'm certain that you got them right, though.
Yeah. Had you not got the 5 out of 10 outcome, then the IQ would have been lower had you not intervened.
Right.
You know who I think would do great at this? Well, there's a lot of people I think that would do really great at this.
JP.
But JP, no, I'll go first. I'll go One Angry Jew. I think he'd do great on it. I mean, great. JP would do great. Sonny would do very, very good. Great. Sonny's like me. He's in a different area. He doesn't he's a smart guy, but he didn't spend like 60 million hours figuring out the math cube equivalent to the, this equation. It's just crazy
tests
shit.
are basically reasoning and what's the words when you do the equations? It's just equating things in your mind. It's just figuring. Right. It's how quick your mind can figure something out, not really add and subtract and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like analyzing and all that stuff.
Like, you would be incredible at how well you've always done well at testing, right? Have you been a good tester?
Well, according to my school record, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The way you
I can only imagine.
The way you figure out these is you. My brother taught me you look at the first two numbers.
Right.
How do you get to 8 from 4?
You doubled.
And how do you get from 8 to 14?
Can't double it because then you'd be at 16.
Remember the.
So you take the 8 and 4 together.
No, wait. What you're
That
looking
would bring
for
me
is
12.
what goes right here. 4 plus 4. So there's a
6.
There's a 4 right there.
Sorry.
There's a 4 right there, and then 8 plus what is 14?
Okay, so it would be
6.
16 though. 8 plus 4.
So there's a 4 in between these. There's a 6 in between these. So in between these, there is a what?
I'm not doing it. Go ahead, Dr.
And what you do is the missing number in between those is what you're looking for. That's how you get to the last number. It's a sequence. Like
Right.
4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So you're going to go booshki pow.
Now, do you have to? Well, this is very important. Very important. Do you have to, like, when you get the answer after you've done all the work, right? You figured it. You did all the equation till you get to the end. When you put your answer in, do you have to say kushkipow?
I thought you were being a serious question. I don't know. But to me, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 6, 10. Think we're going 4, 6.
It's 14.
10. Wait,
Yeah.
I might have messed up. 4, 6. 4, 6.
Then you're back to 4 again.
8, 10. It's 32. Because it's 4.
I believe you. You know why?
It's
I have
4.
no fucking clue.
Listen to me. We're looking for the invisible numbers that go in between these two. In between these two would be a 6. I mean, excuse me,
6.
a 4. In between these two is a 6. In between these two is a 8. In between these two is a, what's the next number in line? 10. So 22 plus 10 is
32. Okay, now since you completely did the whole thing, I get it.
3.
That's hard.
3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times, so we're going 2. See, we're going 2, 3, 4. 18 times 4 is 72. So 72 times 5 is 360. Because 2 times 5, you're going to have a 0 on the end. That's the only one with a 0 on the end if you're going to do it quickly. I'm telling you, I'm brilliant, and you fuckers just take me for granted.
You know what I'm going to have at the end? At the end, I'm going to have an F.
Really? That's dumb.
Nah. Pretty dumb, man.
My favorite game to play is chess. I love it. I have it out there in my main room where I have the Stevens.
Bring it on. That I'll play in.
We did that one night and you got your ass handed to you, remember?
No, not you've never beat me in chess. I think you're nuts. You beat me at a pool game or something.
Mm-mm. It was chess. I remember.
I will play you live on the air for $100. Any charity, anything you wanted to give it to?
I have to see the $100 and it goes in my fucking pocket.
Oh, fuck it. Debbie, it's me. $100? I will give it to any charity that you want in your name, $100. If you could beat me at a game of chess. Not being cocky. I feel confident.
Because I beat you one night.
I don't remember. I may have been drinking. No excuses, but
what is the green?
I don't
What is
remember.
the color game?
Just for the record, when I was watching IQ testing, how it's done with sequences, I was observing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see how that works.
Wait. Oh, I was okay. Now I know what to do. Okay. Wait. Stop. Start over. This is so hard to do, but you can do it. It's like
I've done this before. This is cool.
It's really hard to do. You have to. Okay, you ready? Watch this. Wait, no. It's what color here or what color up here? Stop it. Is it yellow? Orange?
Yeah.
But see, that's not purple or blue. What are we supposed to do? Brown? What are we doing? I mean, I don't get it. I don't.
Try harder.
What do we do? I mean, what is it? How do you do it?
Okay, it's
Gray.
a tricky thing. It's okay. Okay, the letters, the color of the letters, like gray up there. Let's see, up on top on your
But
screen.
they picked gray.
It says gray, right?
They picked
but the letters
green.
are green. It's to confuse you.
The color of the letters. Okay.
Right.
Oh shit! I just fucked that one up. Wait. I'm too. It's too fast. Hold on.
You got it.
Are
Keep on.
purple, yellow,
Yeah.
orange, blue. All right,
Much
try
better.
one more
You went
time.
from 25% to 62.
Orange, green, gray, brown,
Yes.
yellow, orange, blue, green. Da 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 da.
100%. Boom.
I didn't know what I was
Third
doing.
time's the charm.
Yeah, you
gotta
got to
know.
look at the color of the letters. That's one of the tricks they get you on. And sometimes you look at the font because the font will be different in the answer in the question that gives you an option. You know what I mean? One of your options will have the same font. So it won't be about the color. It won't be about the color. It'll have nothing to do with it. It'll be about the font. It's about your attention to detail. I don't know.
That's exactly right.
Thank you. I think so. I'm not sure. All right, go to...
Why not do that every time? This is like Simon.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I can do that. I mean, Simon is
Yeah,
dumb. I
that's-
could go all night on that shit.
Shit, when I was a kid, that was like the greatest game.
A range game. I just
Love
love.
that
What is
stupid game.
8 Queens? These are brain tests. Oh, you want me to show y'all something funny that you will love to do? Watch this on YouTube. They have
Mm-hmm.
all of these brain quiz things that are really funny. Like they're called brain like twisters or something like that you do, and they have like solve the crime or. You know what I'm saying? It's right here.
Right.
10 tricky questions to test. And some of them are like, you are a genius if you can do this.
Some are just ridiculously hard and some are ridiculously simple.
6 pictures to test your intelligence. Ready, Steve?
Sure.
Okay, you ready? Shut up. Okay.
Go full screen.
Indiana Jones was on the treasure hunt and found the below picture on the way, which is pointing the direction towards the treasure. Which direction should he move?
It says 4 plus N 0 5. So north? Because that would spell north. No? N-O-T-H. No idea what they're fucking
I have
asking.
no idea what they're asking.
Was it north?
South.
South. Motherfucker, I had it backwards, but I was on the right. You see, I was on the right track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
You had to rotate.
Yeah, I was
Can you
just going the wrong
decipher
way with it.
hidden month hidden in the picture hidden in the picture below?
July. June. I'm sorry.
Well, let's just see.
A month is January. No.
It's July.
Yes, I got it.
A genius can crack this one in 10 seconds. Bill Gates is said to have done it in 20 seconds. Harvard University alumni. Okay. Here are 5 different shapes. Which variant is the odd one out?
Just to be very soft. Obviously, it's not that one. The circle. No, the small square. Small bottom.
I say the square without the black around it.
With the black around it. Small.
No, the one without the black around is what I say.
Think about. I know, but think about. They're all the same size except for the small one. Everything has that common denominator. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't matter if they're wrapped or not. I think. Fuck.
What?
I don't know. That doesn't. I don't
The
know.
answer is the first one because it's the only one that's not an odd one.
You guys jump in too.
I don't
If you
get
see-
it. I don't get what was he saying?
I didn't get that one either.
4 is an even number. There's 4 squares and 1 circle, and 1 is odd.
That's dumb.
Oh,
There
maybe.
No, there's only one circle, so that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. It says the second one is the only one that is not a square. The third one is the only one that is not red. This one doesn't have a line around it. This one's okay. Well, that's really hard.
That's what I went with. I went with the small.
But not because of the reason they gave us.
You're correct.
There are 6 glasses in a row. The first 3 are full of orange juice, and the next 3 are empty. By touching only one glass, how can you make them alternate between full and empty?
Can you turn the table?
I don't know. It says you can only touch one glass.
So I can't spin them by moving one glass. Oh, I could push the glasses into the next one, making them all even. I can make them all empty by knocking into one glass, knocking them all down.
I'm going to guess you pick this one up and you pour the beer in this one, and then it's full, empty, full, empty, full, empty.
Okay. I got violent. I went Chicago on you.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm probably wrong because this is a major...
No, that's a pretty interesting thought. I like that.
Pour the orange juice from the second glass into the fifth glass.
It's the third. That's exactly what you said.
Wow.
But this question says... What's the question? Wait a minute. The best way to stack cannonballs is to arrange them as a square pyramid as in the image below. Can you count the numbers of cannonballs?
Okay, this is easy. 16. 30. Wait, let me one more time, please. 29.
How did you decide for that? You're going...
Because I'm going 4
you're going
by 4. So
That's
4
12,
at the
that's
bottom.
12.
I should have 16 at the bottom.
Steve,
4.
it's a pyramid.
I know. So I'm thinking, let's go. Here's my logic. I'm looking at 4 in a row. That's 4. The next 4. Okay. And then there's the exact same on the other side. It's pyramid. Fuck.
So there's only...
I'm thinking of it as, okay,
You're
so...
thinking of a square. You're doing it by squares.
You're right. So, 4, 8. Look, it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 23? What are you coming up with?
I think I'm getting 25, but I don't know. I don't do good when people are talking. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I think.
That's what I got.
I think.
I got
might
20.
have another one on the other side. It may be 20. I don't know.
We're close. Very close. Within 1 or 2.
16. Now, see, that's not a pyramid. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, then my answer was right, the first one.
Because I got 30 the first time, too. But I thought it was going to be...
Wow.
Like,
Oh, from the angle they showed it, you're
Yeah,
right.
Fuck you guys. Okay, here's some last one. Kurt wants to reach an island which is in the middle of the river. The island is 30 feet from the edge of the river. He got 2 wooden planks about 29 feet each. How can Kurt reach the island? Because he can't swim.
Let's just say that's Kurt.
Well, the island is 30 feet from the edge of the river. Where's the island? This right here? Is this the river? Looks like a lake.
That's the island in the middle.
And it's 30 feet
Because there's the
here.
water all around it.
It's 30 feet here and 30 feet here and 30 feet here and 30 feet here. And he's only got planks that are 29 feet.
So would it be different if...
Well, you would come at it from an angle.
Yes, yes.
Which would make it... Wait a minute.
I catch the corner of the island.
I don't know.
I don't know. Dr. B, you're supposed to be the... Come on, you're a smart guy. You help us. This poor guy's stuck. put them together. Common
Duh.
sense. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I would have figured that
So-
out in real life, but I didn't do it by the
In real
picture.
life, I would have figured it out, but not in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Where's SpongeBob when you need him? Jesus Christ.
6 riddles that only the smartest people can solve. Only 10% of people that take it can solve this. You ready?
Yeah.
Come on, Sonny. 3 prisoners intend to escape from their cell to get out of prison. They climbed on each other's shoulders, but the one on the top is still just a few inches short of the window. What should they do to escape?
Okay. 3 prisoners escaped from the cell.
Put this one on the top because his arms are longer.
They stand on his head, not on his shoulders. He's only got what?
I say
If
put
he's-
this one on
If
the
the
top.
last guy stood on his head,
Look how much longer his arms are than this guy. So I would say put this one up here.
the one with the longer arms, okay, you got to look at the picture, yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Or stand on his head. You're right.
The tallest prisoner should climb on the top of the others. He has the longest arms and be able to reach the window.
Yeah, I hate you.
Yeah. That's very logical, of course.
Oh, so she thought that out very well.
One of the neighbors committed theft a half an hour ago, but they insist what? They insist that they were home at the time.
None of the neighbors committed.
Wait, where's the question?
Okay.
Which of them is lying?
Okay, this is simple. This one is easy.
Well, the red.
Wait, it's got to be something with. They said they weren't there.
Oh, they were home at the time. That would be
Yeah.
that
Which
would-
car? Which car has been moved or not? Right?
That would be this one because there's water there and he's parking on top of it. These are dry underneath. Am I right?
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm getting.
Yep.
The one who lives in the house on the left, the ground under the there you
Yep.
go. Okay, that was pretty
There
stupid.
you go. Awesome.
Cafe theft. All right, what do we have here?
Let's do this.
10 minutes ago, somebody stole money from the cafe. Everyone says that they were at the cafe. They were not at the cafe in the last 10 minutes. But it is known that the thief is one of these 4 people. But they're saying, I wasn't there. Well, it would be
Okay.
him because his ice cream cone. Right?
It would have melted. His ice cream would have melted.
He's got a digit spinner. She's got a balloon, and she's looking at her cell phone. And he has got an ice cream that hasn't even melted. So he was there 10
Who
minutes.
is? It's asking the question, right? Or who is the lie? Okay, who's lying?
They all said I wasn't there. It was this guy because he's got an ice cream cone. Look, it says ice cream.
If he stole the ice cream, he didn't pay for it.
No, he stole money because they said whoever it was just there, and it would be this guy because that's stupid. That's so obvious. Am I
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that makes
That's right.
That makes
Yeah.
total sense. Okay, when is the
the
bomb
next
going to detonate?
15 seconds, 14 seconds, 13, 12.
It's not going to because it's not even
connected.
Not even connected.
That's one where look at the picture first. Yeah,
Never. The wires from the bomb aren't even connected to the timer. That was kind of weird. Okay, here's the last one.
that was cool.
It says, who is the odd one out? Find a criminal who hides among the guests of a costume party. The criminal.
Okay, we know that those 3 on the right are all characters. Is the frog a real character?
And they're all drinking wine and having fun, and he's just showed up with some fucked up costume here. I don't know what he's.
No, that's from
No, he's
Pigs,
got
Angry Pigs, Angry
looks like
Birds.
he's got Superman on with an Angry Pigs thing on, and these guys are looking good. That's that's and that's Superman. And
Pepe
that's,
the Frog.
Yeah. I would think it would be this guy because his costume's messed up.
I don't know, and the answer's coming to you soon, folks.
The criminal is the man on the right. He's the one who didn't prepare for the party, put on whatever turned out. Well, there you go. That makes perfect sense.
There you go. That was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
easy. Good job.
Which
well
bullet hole
done.
was made first? Number 2.
I'm looking all over the screen.
Number 2.
Why do you come to that conclusion?
Because it's got these things that are going these cracks.
Right.
And this.
I would think you're absolutely right because that did the most damage.
Well, not so much
because
that.
now these other 2 shots weakened it, and then the second one would cause.
This one went pow, and when they went eep, and made it bigger. When this one pow, went eep, and it came out even further. So this would be the first one. You know what I'm saying?
I go with 2. I would say it's 2.
Because what I'm saying is, let's say 2 made cracks this big, but when this one hit, it made the cracks go crack even further, and this one made it go crack this one further.
That was what I was trying to say. Yeah. It weakened the structure.
I could be wrong though. The answer is 2 because it's perfect. That's stupid.
That's not stupid, really. Yeah, it was about the cracks. We nailed that one.
Which tank will be full?
2 points.
Which tank will fill up first? Okay, that would.
This is so cool. I love these fucking things. 1. Good. Hold on.
4. This one's going to empty here. This one's going to empty here. This one's going to. Wait a minute. This one's going to.
Mm-hmm.
This one is going to. Wait a minute. As this one gets full, it's going to go rise. I would say 4. What are you going to say?
3 for sure.
Well, it's got to drain down there.
No, it'll fill first because the line is full. I don't know how.
It might, but I'm thinking that.
Because see, the water seeks its own level. So once 3 is going into 4, it's only going to go up, and it's going to stop. It's going to cease at the 3, and it'll be full.
Nah.
4 and
3 and 4.
What? So we were both right.
There you go. We'll take it.
Okay.
I love doing this shit. I haven't done this stuff in so long. I love doing it.
I do too. There's nothing else to do. Oh, excuse me.
I don't have work for another week either, Deb. I took
wow.
What,
I get you every
I took
night?
2, 3, 4 weeks off. I've taken. I got to go downtown and do a photo shoot in the weekend. Maybe Saturday. I think I'll go, or Sunday, and then that's it. And I don't have to do shit.
Is Sunny still
I'm enjoying
with us? Here are 5 simple questions that only a genius can answer. Huh?
All right.
Okay, come on with the questions. Number 5 says, there are 3 brothers. Mark Johnson, John Johnson, and Ralph Johnson.
Oh, you can call me. Never mind.
One of them threw a rock on your window, shattering the glass. This is so cheesy.
Yeah,
so
no shit.
Out of the 3 brothers, you wonder which brother could have done it.
All right. So look at the kids, right?
They all look special needs.
They all look Down syndrome.
What is?
Well, okay. The only
clue you have is Johnson. So which of the 3 brothers threw the rock?
Well, all right, I'm looking at them. I don't see.
I don't understand. Are we supposed to be looking to see? They all look like they're.
I don't know what I'm supposed to look at. They all look like they're on drugs. You guys in the chat room, we have to see this picture.
Dumb.
These 3
It's
kids.
Stupid. He couldn't have thrown it because both of his hands are. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. That's dumb. I don't get the question.
Let's go to the next one. I don't get it either. Or see what the answer is. Maybe we're missing something.
Mark Johnson.
Question mark Johnson. That was stupid. A man walks outside when it's pouring down rain. There's nothing above him to provide shelter. Yet not a single hair on his head gets wet.
He's bald.
How is this possible? Bald. Yeah, he's bald. That's stupid. These are dumb.
Well, that's like I said, some are extremely easy, but maybe for me or maybe for you and not for others. I don't know.
A thief enters a shop and threatens a lady clerk for forcing her to open the safe. I'm going really fast, too. I'll get off of the pictures, buddy. Lady clerk says the code for the safe is different every day, and if you hurt me, you'll never get the code. But the thief manages to guess the code on his own. How did he do that?
All right. It's different every day. That's a very important part of it,
Probably
right?
the date or something, you know? I mean, think about that.
Okay.
What are you going to guess?
So
I'm going to say the code would be the date, right? Answer. The code is... Oh, these are stupid. These are dumb.
Different every day.
That's just dumb. That's stupid. I'm not going to do that. What's going on in our chat rooms? Anybody still hanging out over there? Mrs.
I don't know.
Rush. Yeah, Mrs. Rush.
Mrs. Rush, what are you talking about? We have a Mrs. Rush now? Oh my God.
It's Eric. It's Ehrlich. He always changes his name. He always
Very
does
nice,
that.
Eric. I'll take her. Nicely done.
Oh, I'm tired, I think.
It's very good, guys. Just want to say really quickly to chat room.
You need to come back
Thanks.
more often, Steve. And
Absolutely.
I'm off my game tonight.
I am too. If you notice how I like, whoa, I've just been traveling, running. So I'll have a little bit more energy tomorrow night. We'll do a show, yeah?
Yeah, I'll get you every night I can get you. Damn sure will, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So Sonny hasn't said a word in 2 hours.
I think he might have fell asleep.
Sonny doesn't fall asleep. Sonny doesn't drop his gun.
Nope.
I got
That's
that
my
off
buddy
of,
right
I
there.
got that off of Suicide Kings. He goes, drop your gun. He goes, you drop your gun. He goes, I don't drop my gun. And I was like,
Absolutely.
Sonny doesn't drop his gun. What?
No, you don't drop his gun. No, I was gonna say. I was saying. I said I think the world is Sonny. I just do. He's just a freaking class act guy.
You can have him. You want him?
Man, what a cool dude.
Suicide Kings, I don't drop my gun. I think of Sonny every time I think about that part. When he goes right here, he goes, drop the gun. He goes, you drop your gun. He goes, I don't drop my gun. I love I love mafia movies.
Jesus fucking Christ, what are you guys, nuts? Drop the gun. No, you drop the gun. Drop the gun.
All right, take it easy. That's Lono. He's a
It's
friend.
going fast. Remember I had it on fast? What the fuck? Oh my God.
Like, what's wrong? Is it?
He's a friend.
You blow your fucking friend's head off. Drop the gun. Don't put it down here.
It's still at 125th.
Deborah, you dodo. This is the best, one of the best scenes. This is the end.
Fucking gun down.
Yep.
Fuck is that?
Nothing. Just my fucking girlfriend. Oh, Cheeky, call the woman back. Come on.
Charlie, what do you want me to do?
Shoot.
No.
Him.
Him.
Let me!
It was your idea, Dunsky.
Oh. You okay?
So. You know, except for this.
Cut your finger off? Fucking sick fucks. All this fucking rap shit, isn't it? Who's he?
That's Ira. That's my man. It's his house.
It's a nice house.
You're welcome. Hey, Rudy, put it down. Thank you. Yourself in the foot.
I can't let you go. Oh, Charlie, come on, let me fucking shoot this kid. Huh?
Thank your lucky stars. I don't let Lono do to you what he would like to do to you right now.
Fucking ain't right.
You let Lono take me out of here right now, everything goes ahead like nothing changed.
Look, I can't let you go.
We don't have a choice.
I got a gun in my hand. We have a choice. You want to end up like your friend on the floor, huh? Come on, drop the fucking gun, kid. Get it over with.
If we let him go, at least it's as good as dead.
Oh, Christ, Avery, we don't let him go, we're all dead. At least this way, at least he's got a shot. Okay, here's the plan. I'm taking Charlie with me to the hospital, okay? You'll get your sister back, maybe you'll live to see graduation. Got it?
What guarantee do I have? If I let you go, you won't just back out on this whole deal.
Avery, you got my word.
Oh.
Do you believe this fucking guy?
What are you doing?
There you go.
I'm letting him go.
Ah, at last. Obviously a graduate.
No, you're not. I'm not kidding. Avery, put the fucking gun down. What are you gonna do, shoot me? Do whatever you gotta do, but I'm letting him go.
The gun again. Can't you guys just play nice?
Drop the gun, asshole. Look, why don't you drop your gun? I don't drop my fucking gun, okay?
I don't
There it
drop
is.
my gun. God damn right.
That's
Sonny. I don't, when you
Damn
said,
right.
hey,
Listen
Sonny,
to
I
you
said,
do.
Sonny doesn't go to sleep. Sonny doesn't drop his gun. I love it.
That'll be my next deal. I don't sleep. I don't ever sleep.
I don't have time to
I
sleep.
remember
That's
an episode where we were. I remember that episode we were talking there, and all I heard in the background was.
Oh, no, that was when we were talking to each other.
Bullshit. That was him.
Yeah, but we were just talking. Hold your hand like this
Yeah.
and see what follows. What does that mean?
Oh. What are you doing now? I'm over in the chat room just saying, "Hey now, hey now, hey now."
I don't know what that means. That's one of my favorite freaking movies is Suicide Kings.
Yeah, I like it.
I did see that scene, and I don't know where.
Well,
But I remember that. It was
I
awesome.
think there is some major lessons to learn, and it's when they're playing poker, when he teaches them all about the difference in men in real life and how you can tell a good man from a bad man is right here. He lays it out for them. He's a mob boss.
Oh, full boat.
That's
That's a shame, Max. You know, forgive me saying so, but could it be this is not your night?
Yeah, tell me about it. You ever send a guy a newspaper with a dead fish in it?
You got me mixed up with something from the movies, kid. People make that mistake. It must be my classic profile.
Ira, shuffle the cards, right? I am.
I thought you said you were practicing this at home.
What difference does it make? We're playing a game. Like a monkey fucking football.
Brad, join us. Take a chair.
Pass.
What's the matter? You might enjoy yourself? It's okay. You're allowed.
I don't want to play with you, Charlie. Sorry. Rest of you fags want to play? Go ahead, have fun.
Thanks, Brad. That's... No fraternizing, eh? Oh, well. Have it your way.
Okay, Brett's out. 5-card draw. Say aces, deuces, one-eyed jacks, and suicide kings are wild.
No, Ira, that's the whole deck.
So what? It's my game, my rules. Ira, there's no challenge in that. That's like,
Gentlemen, keep in mind that the cards you hold in your hands are nothing but dumb luck. The difference between winning and losing is being able to read your opponent. That's why I'm still here. A number of times, the only thing kept me out of a satin box was I could size up the other guy maybe half a second quicker than he could me.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're taped to a chair. You saw us coming a mile away at the plaza, didn't you?
I admit, I'm out of practice.
Now, here's where you have to learn. The obvious, one of these guys is guilty. Okay? It's an inside job. One of these guys is guilty,
Right.
and you've got to figure out which one. It's so not obvious which one it is, and when I tell you how I found out who it was, if you're the one making all the noise, is not going to be the guilty one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The one that's insulting the mob boss, because he's obviously going to remain real calm and.
Ira, give me 4 cards.
Oh, sorry, sir. No offense.
No, you gave me 6. Take Ira, for example. I trust Ira.
You do?
Now, look at this. We're playing poker. He's losing his shirt. Yet, Ira's eyes don't float. He's got a sense of fair play.
He's looking
And as
right
we
at
all
the
know
guilty
by
one.
now, Ira can't bluff his way out of a paper bag. I could tell you what his bet is going to be before he could.
Well, could you? Because I could use the help here, Charlie, you know?
Look at Avery. He's having a tough time.
Okay, did you notice how he looked at him not straight forward, but his eyes floated to the right? That's what's called eye floating. Watch right here. Watch.
Look at Avery.
See his eyes? You never look at a guy. If a guy looks at you like that, don't trust him. His eyes are floating.
He's having a tough time hating me. Let me tell you, you have to have a real hate on to do what you did to me. Integrity keeps getting in Avery's way.
Now he wants us to believe he's a mind reader.
That's right.
I fold.
Ira, no one opened.
Sorry. I'll open.
That makes sense.
Fold.
That also makes sense. How about Brett? Control junkie. Brett can't leave anything to chance. Look at him. He wouldn't even play unless he's looking across the table at a sure thing. I don't have to take this shit.
It's a good movie, man. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna check it out. I've got Netflix. I'm gonna just put it on.
I don't know if it's on
right now.
Netflix, Angel, but it's a pretty good. I would recommend anybody to watch that. In fact, that's the movie that we all watched on Christmas Eve that night together. Me, Mr. White, the news guy. It was Stabby. It was everybody. It was Apocalypse, and we all watched this on my.
That was the movie night. I remember you guys had that. That was cool.
We all stayed
You
up.
gotta do that again.
I know.
I wonder if Ghost had ever seen Suicide Kings.
It's an amazing movie, and also, what's the other one called? We watched American Hustle. Damn, it's a good movie. Yes,
That is a good movie. Yeah.
that's a good movie when she plays that song. Gosh, she's hot in that movie. What's her name? You know the song by.
I didn't see it.
The song by "Live and Let Die." From
Paul McCartney and Wings.
Paul McCartney, yeah.
From American Hustle. It's a true story. She is so hot in that movie. We watched this one. She gets tired of being screwed around, and she's fixing to rat out the entire mafia. She just ratted out the mafia right there, and now.
Right.
And your heart was an open book. You used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did.
She just freaking told the mob king of Florida that her husband. She goes, I don't know. He's gone to meet with some IRS guy or something. He never told us. Oh my
That's
God,
right.
it's horrible.
That's right.
Oh my God, it's horrible. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It's the best movie in the world. But I would say Suicide Kings first. I was going to see if that was on Netflix for you, Steve.
Cool. I got it over here on the computer.
Is it on? I don't think it's on there.
I don't know.
I don't think it
Netflix
is.
is so cheap. I've got it on all my computers wherever I go.
It's
the only way to do it.
I have, what's his name? Mad Dog 61. Give you a Netflix.
Name is written in stone.
If you want another one, I got another one.
What do you mean?
I've got 2 accounts, so you get 4 for 2, and I'm not using the fourth one if you want it.
Oh, it's only on DVD. Do you have the DVD? Do you have the DVD one?
No.
I don't either. You have to add the
What
DVD
is
for it. It's an additional.
Oh, it's $8. That's not bad.
Or you can just go watch.
You can go catch it on Footlocker, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Suicide.
But see, I worry about viruses and shit from that.
I never gotten anything.
I've never gotten anything.
Nothing. And then you come down and it's
No, I'm talking about my new girlfriend.
There you go. On Footlocker. There
Son
it
of a
is.
bitch.
You know you did. You know. Yeah, it starts.
I
off
know.
with
I'm
Artesian.
singing that song too. I love that song so much.
That's it. It comes on, and Artesian comes on. All you do is you go boom, and you go back, and you go boom, and there it is.
Shit, why does anybody even pay for fucking cable? Get HDMI this straight into the back of your TV. It's a cheesy way to do it, but in a pinch.
You have to go and catch this. Go boom.
Yeah, what
There
was
it
that?
is.
Tell me.
It's set up to take you off to another thing, but just catch it and close the window real quick.
Right.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, I wonder how many people don't know that. You know, and they come in, they're like, oh shit, where did it go?
You can watch anything, any movie in the world, any movie in the world. It's really, you can.
That got a 7. The score. Let's see.
I don't know.
Man, that looks good because I like all the actors in that. That's fucking looks like a tough movie
You
to
won't
watch.
believe this fucking movie, Steve. Willie Sonny.
It is a good movie.
You better.
You will really like this.
Pay attention.
My daughter probably has it. I'll just grab her Blu-ray tomorrow. I know she has it. She watches all this kind of stuff.
Stay up and watch it tonight. It's good. Have y'all seen? Has anybody seen Suicide Kings? Aw. You and I want to see. Has anybody in the chat room ever seen Suicide Kings? Y'all are just all acting goofy. All right.
Who?
Oh, the people over there.
Discordian. The Discordian organ.
All right, we're out of here. I'm going to watch Suicide
We are?
Kings.
All right, well.
Unless you want to watch
again,
it right here,
tomorrow-
we can sit right here and watch it.
No, I need mine. I got a fucking big screen TV I want to use.
All right.
Oh, to see it all and hear in very good, nice sound in my head of
You're
love.
not, I know you're not going to watch it. I'll give you the link.
Not tonight. I'm going to bed.
All right. Night-night, everybody.
You freaky people stay up this late. It's amazing to me, man.
Don't have to do anything. I did it for a long time. There's the link. I think I just fucked up something on it. You suck balls, Willie. I think I put the wrong link. I had the wrong thing. There it is. Forget this.
Hey, Willie, what's up, bud?
What up, Willie?
There's Suicide Kings.
That was so nice of you. Look at you. You're such a nice person.
Fond them. I think Ron is drunk. All right, we're out of here, guys. Love you once you need you. We'll see you later, all right?
Good night.
Peace out.
You'll take care.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good night, buddy.
Good night, every pony.
Good night, every pony.
Every pony. that was the worst thing I could hear.
All right. I'm glad Curtis
Just
is
kidding.
mad. I don't care. I hope he stays mad. Whatever. He's an asshole. Fuck him.
Yeah, guess what he'll do? He'll get over it.
Well, he just needs to go and listen to that show he did.
There you go.
Listen to that show he did. It was horrible. It's good to hear him. He's in there going, Trump supporters are all KKK and
I don't.
It's horrible.
I was gonna say yeah, but I heard him tonight repeating it. So yeah, he's.
All right, I'll see you.
That's a
later.
shame.
I
That's
love
too
you, Steve.
bad.
I'll be looking
Good night,
for you
Deb.
tomorrow. I'll be looking for you tomorrow night.
All right, my friend. Good night, guys.
And I am out of here. I'm gonna kiss Hanky Love on his little nose. Where's my... There we go. There we go. Thank you to Debbie Scott hanging out with us tonight and Jimmy Lethal. Jimmy Lethal. And Willie. And Jimmy with Jimmy's Uncle Charlie. And Darren. And Mrs. Rush, who is Ehrlich. And all the people over in the... Mr. Brain, whoever that is. I don't know who that is. It must be him, too. I don't know. So I'm going to go clean up the chat room and get rid of all the crap that Jimmy Lathel put in there. Love you, Steve. Glad to see you're back. I hope you call in tomorrow night. And we will see you. I know. It's kind of early. What time is it? It's a little early. All right. Yoshi's Island. You know, Heather used to play Yoshi's all the time when she was little and she stayed at home, and I used to listen to this song all the time. Jimmy, listen. Wait, my computer. I hate this keyboard. All day long, I would hear. And I always say that you can hear him say, "Look at me go, look at me go, look at me go." I used to hear that all day long coming from the game room on their Nintendo 64. Let me start the whole thing again.